You know, I doubt I'll ever be done feeding the undying dragon. Hello, Sharky.
Hey, Cass. No, I'm always saying that too.
Yeah, it's become my motto at this point, basically. Welcome, one and all. Welcome to the Bad Game Hall of Fame. Welcome to Drake, he of the 99 Dragons. This is the show in which we play Drake of the 99 Dragons. This is a big one for me. This is a game that I have self-proclaimed myself to be the world's leading expert on, the president, and so far only member, of the Drake of the 99 Dragons fan club. It's a title I've bestowed upon myself. This all stems from the fact that once upon a time, back when the Bad Game Hall of Fame was a thing that we wrote instead of streamed, I only went and wrote an article about this game, which was, at the time, and probably still is, the most comprehensive article ever written on this goofy-ass game, getting into its development history. We even went so far as to interview one of the QA testers on this game to get some of those extra behind-the-scenes details on its development and figure out what went wrong. This is a game released November 3rd, 2003 on the Microsoft Xbox and June 14th, 2004 on Windows personal computers. Has since been re-released inexplicably in the year 2018 and again in 2024 as the title is passed from publisher label to publisher label. And we should mention its developer, Idle FX, a Swedish studio, who some folk may know for one of their better games, Nosferatu, The Wrath of Malachi. But we'll get into that when we get into the history section. Before we get too deep into it, let me ask you, Sharky, what is your familiarity with Drake, the one that has the 99 Dragons?
Well, I'm your friend, so I'm very familiar with Drake of the 99 Dragons. Never played it myself. It's always stuck with me, though. Like, the look of the game is very striking.
Finally made it, friends.
Oh, thank you for the raid, Lisa Page.
Yes, thank you kindly. We're just getting started on this end.
And I'm just talking about my familiarity with Drake of the 99 Dragons, which is always admired from far, never played it myself, but heard the reputation of it being a bit rough around the edges.
I've heard this as well. I disagree with it. I love this game. Let me just start the show by saying that we here at the Bad Game Hall of Fame have always stood up for games we feel are unfairly maligned, and even in the case of games that are fairly maligned, try to explore the circumstances that lead to these rancid reputations. But in the case of Drake, I really do genuinely feel this is one of those ones that got a rough deal that was never fully appreciated in its time. And so we're going to hopefully lay out a case for it. I know this game has, for whatever reason, been the subject of multiple streams in the past, like, couple weeks. I think Giant Bomb is playing it right now. I believe Wayne Radio TV played it a week ago. But
thank you for joining us.
Thank you for joining us. And god damn it, I'm the world's leading expert on this game. I wrote that article 7 years ago. I laid claim to this. I put my stake on Drake. And I'm going to demonstrate why tonight.
Yeah, did Dan Reichert write an article on Drake?
I think not.
I mean, did he? I don't know. He worked in
probably not.
Right?
Hopefully not. We like Dan Reichert. He shows up here on occasion. Yeah. We should mention...
Thanks for the Taco Bell recommendation, by the way.
Yes. I should mention that to raiders and to folk who are wondering why we're streaming at a uncommon hour for us, we're streaming this as part of Jankuary. This is a streaming marathon of sorts that has been organized by Zofar of Zofar's Domain. Old heads in the chat may recognize that particular URL. So yeah, we saw the call go out for Twitch streamers to join this momentous event, this momentous occasion, and I thought there would be no game better to put forward than my beloved Drake of the 99 Dragons. So we thank anyone who is here from Jankuary, and we will, of course, at the end of our program, shout it out and send folk the way of another Jankuary streamer. It's been a great event so far. I've been tuning in to some of the other streamers participating in this, and boy howdy, there's a lot of bad games out there. But we are the Bad Game Hall of Fame, so I claim dominion. I claim by birthright, this is our territory. This is this is our shtick to own in perpetuity. So, thank you, one and all. So one thing we like to do a little bit differently here on the Bad Game Hall of Fame from other streamers as part of our.
Oh wait, can I guess? Can I guess? It's the fact that we give like an in-depth history on video games, like slideshow presentations, like really put context to things. Is that what you're talking about?
I mean, yeah, I guess we do that too, but I was gonna say that we have the Charky Stream Snack segment. I feel like this is what really sets us apart. Yeah, this is what people come to the show for, so please to take it away.
All right. This afternoon's stream snack, I don't get to say that often, is Bird's Eye Cheddar Broccoli Bake. I decided to have something a little healthier today and then ruin it by having cheddar and panko breadcrumbs on it.
It seems like it'd be an improvement to me personally, but...
I mean, the sodium helps. This is probably several days worth of sodium, but let us give it a taste.
I'm Headful points out that's the least contrived stream snack segue in a while. Yeah, I've been getting really bad about them recently.
This is very good. I love broccoli. It's like, listen, as an adult, I don't really care for vegetables, I'll be honest with you. But there's three veggies I love, all right? Lettuce in the salad, right? Asparagus is absolutely great. And broccoli. I love broccoli. So this is delicious. Today's drink is Alani Nu Orange Kiss. Now, I have done something for the first time recently.
A world exclusive reveal here.
Which is, I went out and just bought a 12-pack of Alani Nu because these are good. Very, very early stream snack segments had me saying I'm never gonna have an Alani Nu again because I picked like the worst flavors to start with, and like now I'm a believer in Alani Nu. Like this is like right below Ghost for me, which is very high praise.
And I saw your can. Now I'm a believer.
And yeah, Orange Kiss, very good. It's a very good orange flavor. So yeah, that's my stream snack. You got anything?
I'm drinking my monster. I'm unleashing the monster in me as we are about to unleash the dragon. No, wait, that's a Cisco song. One of the two Cisco songs. Man, that man really fell off. Is that in Thong Song?
Yeah, I was going to say, that's not the Cisco song I know of. The singular Cisco song that I know of.
Well, then he came up with that third one, which is Unleash the Dragon wearing a thong. He was trying to cross, his two most popular singles, and it just didn't get anywhere, and that's a shame.
No, I have some friends who would be very into that.
Well, they weren't there at the time. They didn't help our boy Cisco out, so...
All right, well, that'll do it for the stream snack.
All right, very good. Which means it is now time to get into the history of Drake. He of 99, not 98, not 97, not 100, 99 dragons. Let's get that count squared away. Let's make sure we... Idle Effects. As mentioned, they were a Swedish developer founded in the year 1999, though their first game release would have to wait until the year 2002, a forgotten PC adventure game by the name of Gast, spelled G-A-S-T. I think they forgot the H in there. Now, I'm not really an adventure game fan on the best of days, unless they happen to feature a pair of anthropomorphic freelance police officers, so I'm not really in a position to judge that particular release, but I do want to give special commendation to Nosferatu, The Wrath of Malachi, which is now more relevant than ever, with that Nosferatu movie film in theaters at the moment. This is a 2003 release. It is awesome. It is a randomly generated horror FPS, maybe one of the most criminally underrated first-person shooters of the 2000s, in my humble opinion. It's a game which absolutely, unequivocally nails its atmosphere. The shooting is fine. The escort missions that you're having to do are maybe not the best, but completely unique game for its time.
You know what? Actually, Painticus on YouTube just released a half-hour video on this game today.
Calling it great, I have to hope. I'd have to assume that
I would assume
no one is immune to this game's charm. Certainly not Civvy 11, who gave this game a rough shots. So while Idle Effects was developing Nosferatu, they did, in fact, have another game in the oven as well. In March of 2003, publisher Majesco began showing a game to journalists, which was then referred to simply as Drake. GameSpot seems to have been the first outlet to have reported on the news of the game's existence, and their first impressions were based on an early demo of the PC version of the title, early compliments paid to the visuals, which the developers credited to their rim light shading system, a method which helps create additional contrast between an object and the surrounding environment. Technical stuff. Combined with a cel-shaded comic book aesthetic, Drake seemed to bank a great deal on its visuals. This is funny because I think the game looks fine. I think it looks good, even. But for whatever reason, when the critic reviews come later, they all seem to, even people who are complimenting the visuals in these early builds, seem like, the game's ugly as sin, this comic book aesthetic doesn't work, so fickle reviewers. As a matter of fact, that comic book style I just mentioned was more than just a graphic design decision. The game was planned from the start to tie into an actual comic series of the same name, produced in tandem with the game. So it wasn't a pre-existing property, but this was made to, in case Drake took off, they would have the comic book to pair.
Now, I want to clear something up real quick.
Mhm.
This style and this comic they were playing had nothing to do with Bruce Timm, right?
No, despite the similarities, to say the least.
For the longest time, I always assumed that Bruce Timm was like working on this game or something, just because of the similarity. That's why I thought this game looked so cool.
It's very
Because it looked like
evocative of that Batman style, but alas. The game was planned from the start to tie into this comic, and intended to launch a whole multimedia franchise. By June, a press release sent to games news outlets had announced the launch of a website dedicated to the promising new franchise. The drakegame.com website, long since defunct, obviously, but you can always get at it through the Wayback Machine, was loaded to the brim with lore dumps, preview media, and even a free PDF issue of the proposed comic book. That comic book, and because the site's no longer available, would be potentially lost if not for the efforts of one Chorps Away, friend of the show, who only went and preserved the comic, which you can read here, and if you're watching this on YouTube, we'll have a link in the descripto as well. You can also get the game on Steam at this point, and it comes bundled with a really low-res copy of the PDF, like a really bad-looking scan of it, and I think it's missing pages as well, so maybe not the ideal way to read the comic. Just stick with the lparchive.org link I posted there. During this pre-release period, the developers took to describing the game as something like, quote, a Batman-style comic book adventure. So there you go, there's your Batman comparisons right out the gates. Influenced by the John Woo oeuvre and married to elements of The Matrix. That is per a GameSpot interview with the developers. If I might explain these reference points, what they amount to, our protagonist can dual-wield pistols, slow down time, and run around in a dark and gritty graphic novel setting. Truth be told, far better point of comparison here would just be Max Payne. I mean, like, the similarities in the core gameplay, in the comic book aesthetic, that was probably the actual biggest source of inspiration here on Drake, which, hey, don't get me wrong, I'm not here complaining about games taking cues from Max Payne. As far as ripping off design ideas from other games, Max Payne series, just about one of the best wells you can possibly draw from, in my opinion. But alas, we proceed. Majesco seemed confident in this new Drake IP becoming something like the next big thing. This was in addition to a couple of other projects they also intended to spin into major multimedia franchises, most notably a little game by the name of Advent Rising. You see, Advent Rising in particular was planned to become a trilogy of games, inspire a run of comic books, and spawn a series of novels written by none other than famous author Orson Scott Card. As such, a great deal of money was to be invested in this project, and it could not be allowed to fail. This in turn meant that Majesco needed to put some cash into their pockets pronto, hence the want, dare I say need, to launch another fresh franchise in the meantime, with the potential for comic books and action figures and other such profitable collectibles. That's where Drake comes in. This was part of Majesco's multi-front approach to try and saturate the market with these cross-promotional, cross-media franchises, and it worked out perfectly for them. We're all still playing that Advent Rising trilogy, and that winner of the $1 million cash prize is still sitting pretty, and So obviously things don't go according to plan there. Let us count the ways. This is a piece of art I commissioned for that old article, by the way, drawn by Nina Matsumoto. Shouts out, Space Coyote. So Idle Effects, the developers behind Drake, found themselves in an unenviable position. The expectations being placed on them were incredibly high, despite their lack of long-term industry experience. They still had another title in active development to balance with this new project, so working on 2 games at once. Oh, and they also had to finish Drake in just 6 months' time, as per their contract with Majesco. Or so goes the widely circulated rumor. This seems to be one of those myths that's never had anything resembling any sort of attribution or source, which has been passed around as fact because someone wrote it into the Wikipedia article at some point. When we interviewed quality assurance tester Andrew Botto, we sought them out because we found a comment of theirs on a YouTube video. This is a free tip for researchers, by the way, for games historians. If you ever want to figure out where the developers are and interview them, look at the comments on YouTube videos for the game in question you're looking up, and more often than not, a developer will show up. So the comment that really piqued my interest, it was on a video by Stop Skeletons from Fighting that I believe covered Drake in brief. And so Andrew Botto in the comments section went on to write, "The information about the game being made in 6 months is false. I started at Majesco in June 2003, 5 months before the game's release, and was already in beta, so I'd estimate the total dev time to be about 18 months, which is standard for a AAA title back then. It seems like there might have been a language barrier between the Swedish Idle Effects dev team and the Majesco QA in New Jersey, because no matter how many times we'd submit a bug report, nothing ever got fixed." I went on to probe Andrew Botto in our own interview on the subject for further details of what the QA process was like for Drake, and they got back to me with this. "The bugs you see in the Xbox version of the game had all been found by QA and reported to the developers numerous times. Majority of them existed from the day one that I first saw Drake and were never addressed even after multiple escalations. Throughout the beta, the engine kept on breaking in every conceivable way, and at least once a week, we'd receive a build that was entirely unplayable. A lot of attention was directed towards suggesting simple solutions to improve level design and signposting and possible ways to balance the game a bit. But the further along we went, the fewer suggestions there were, as we knew they would most likely be rejected or ignored. In the end, we had to focus on Drake's more glaring technical issues and abandon any hope of improving aesthetics and balancing." So, not to say that QA testers are the be-all, end-all authorities on a game's development. They're only one small part. They only provide one angle on it, but Andrew seemed relatively trustworthy to me, and their timeline seemed to match with other information I could find, so I believe their info about the timeline of development. The fact this took way more than 6 months to put together, but, who's to say? We'll have to reach out to one of those Idle Effects developers one of these days and get their side of the story. No matter what the contract situation may have been here, it was clear that however much time was given to Idle Effects wasn't enough for them to polish their project. At some point, the blame here has to shift at least partially from the publisher in Majesco and onto Idle themselves for biting off far more than even a more established developer might be able to chew. Maybe they were in dire straits and had no choice but to take the chance on something like a 6-month contract, or maybe they squandered a far longer length of time just to turn in what they did ultimately turn in. In either case, the ball was in their court, and they had no choice but to make their shot come November 3rd of 2003, the day of Drake's release. And it was thrown to the wolves almost immediately upon being released for Xbox. Given the timing of its November release, the critics quickly took to savaging it as one of the worst games of the year, if not a new worst game of all time contender. GameSpot in particular made sure to give the game plenty of coverage in the context of it being among 2003's worst titles, with one Alex Navarro leading the charge. First, in his written review, he closes his condemnations with a passionate plea. "There's nothing stylish or interesting about Drake, and to be quite frank, any time spent playing this game is an absolute waste. If it isn't clear up to this point, let us sum it up with one simple statement. Don't play this game," which would become something of a famous catchphrase around the GameSpot offices. It's famous so much that we actually wrote a whole article back in the day just tracking down every review from GameSpot that featured the phrase "don't play this game," which became something like an informal series, which I have linked to here. They end up giving the game a 1.6 out of 10, place it among the lowest scoring games in the site's history, somewhere in the bottom 25. in my estimation. In a later video feature come November of 2004 titled Frightfully Bad Games, in which Alex counts down the worst games of the past 12 months, it rates as high as second place on his list. Now, what could have been so bad as to surpass Drake of the 99 Dragons, you may wonder? Well, none other than Big Rigs Over the Road Racing, the game which secured the very first 1.0 score in GameSpot's history, and the video review of which is something of a legend. And to top it all off, it was released just a couple weeks after Drake, almost instantly stealing the spotlight away from the 99 Dragons. Yes, Drake of the 99 Dragons.
I was saying, I can imagine the meme now. The little child labeled Drake of the 99 Dragons laying in bed soundly as the soldier labeled Big Rigs Over the Road Racing stops the slings and arrows from hitting him.
Yeah, so basically, Drake of the 99 Dragons was completely overshadowed by Big Rigs, and as such went on to be nearly forgotten about. According to VG charts, it would go on to move a measly 70,000 units in its retail life, almost certainly spelling the doom for any of Idle or Majesco's future plans for a franchise for Drake. Drake was dead in the water, written off as a loss, and fated to be forgotten as a worse game had stolen away even its dubious distinction, without even having the draw of being the most notorious bad game of the year 2003. Any interest in seeing how bad it really is was quickly overridden by a new collective fascination with old-fashioned over-the-road racing. Truly, the only thing worse than being the worst is being the second worst. So we move on. The reason I know of Drake, the reason why most people know of Drake at this point, is thanks to a little show by the name of X-Play, a video game review show hosted by the charismatic duo of Adam Sessler and Morgan Webb. After broadcasting shots of Sessler watching paint dry and showcasing a collection of embarrassing bugs, the post-review, which, by the way, they gave it a 1 out of 5, the post-review included the host further deriding the release, with Adam making a somewhat bold statement. Yep, this game is so bad that it has actually eclipsed Aquaman Battle for Atlantis as the standard by which all bad games are measured. This is quite the comment from Adam, as Aquaman had served as the namesake for the show's year-end Golden Mullet award even, celebrating the worst game of the year. And thanks to G4's acquiring of the Tech TV network and heavy reruns for the X-Play series, it was ensured that Drake of the 99 Dragons legacy would live on in at least some degree. And that's certainly where I knew it from, and certainly stood out to me as one of the most incendiary reviews they put on the show. Do I agree with their assessments? Maybe not fully, but it's certainly responsible for lodging that game in my brain. Of course, being rated as an all-time exceptionally bad game isn't exactly a mark of success. The financial failure of the title and the cancellation of plans surrounding it would have its negative impacts on the companies involved in its production. Idle Effects, for their part, would only release one more title under their short-lived banner, 2004's FBI Hostage Rescue, published under Activision's Value Publishing branding. And boy, howdy, that game's a stinker too, let me tell you. At some point between Drake and FBI Hostage Rescue, Idle was acquired by a fellow Swedish developer, Hidden Entertainment, whose output after that point seemed to amount to a pair of adventure games and a horse riding series entitled Springdale. Then they fell off the face of the earth at some point in 2008, though their closure has never been formally announced to my knowledge, so perhaps Hidden are still just in hiding. Majesco would seem to suffer a cruel fate of their own, already likely to be hurting in the wake of Drake of the 99 Dragons. Advent Rising's release in 2005 would also fail to live up to its massive hype or meet sales expectations. This helped motivate the company to move in something of a different direction, focusing their efforts almost squarely on Nintendo's DS and Wii platforms for the better part of the next 7 years, largely publishing family-friendly casual games and licensed titles based on kids' cartoons, shifting the priorities away from IPs such as Blood Rain over to Cooking Mama. Aside from the odd publishing of a PC to console port here and there, such as bringing Serious Sam HD to the 360 and Gone Home to the PS4 and Xbox One, this sort of output would come to describe the bulk of their business during the 7th generation of consoles, which is to say, shovelware. But as the bottom fell out from beneath the sort of interchangeable minigame collections that the Wii had fostered, Majesco found themselves unable to transition back into, quote, games with meaning, which had been a tagline of theirs at some point. With the failure to build their Midnight City indie label into something sustainable, and a slew of financial perils dogging them for years, the company finally had no choice but to give up their place in the games industry come December 2016. They merged with a biotech company called Polarity TE. They no longer seem to have any remaining financial interest in their old business of software publishing, and as eulogized in a Destructoid coverage of the news story of their closure, after 20 years publishing video games, Majesco has officially bowed out of the industry. Until they came back in 2017 and tweeted out something to the effect of, rumors of our demise have been greatly exaggerated. Majesco is now privately held and back in business, which is to say they became like a boutique label, like a holding company that continued to hold on to the rights of the likes of Drake of the 99 Dragons, whatever the fuck that's worth, which leads to the game coming out in March 7th, 2018 on Steam. Where you can now purchase it if you so choose. And I think just late last year, they also came to the Zoom platform. And so that PC version, that Windows version of Drake and the 99 Dragons, probably the ideal way to play. Mouse and keyboard control does wonders for this game. There's just one problem with that release. Well, actually, there's several problems. But the biggest problem with that release is that the save function is completely broken. If you play the PC version, you gotta play it all in one sitting because you just can't get the save function to work, which is pretty bad, not great. And so, with an overabundance of caution, and just making sure that the stream goes off without a hitch, we're going to play the Xbox version. Also because, you know, it's jankuary and all, and I figure we should play the jankiest version possible of this game that I do like. That even in this jankiest configuration, I still think there are merits to this game that should be highlighted, that should be commended. I still think this game does at least a few things right that I hope to highlight here. But enough talk. It's time to play the game. Let's get it launched. And so it begins.
In case if you're wondering if, like, oh, maybe PC Gaming Wiki has something on fixing the save issue, no.
Nah, it's one of those unfixable problems, and there's no one around to fix it either on the Majesco end, to say the least. Here's our menu.
Mm-hmm.
Check out these controls. The old Duke highlighted here. I map the white and black buttons to L2 and R2. I mean, L1, R1.
L1, R... Okay, that makes sense.
What options do we have here? Yeah, that's about right. Sparse.
Yeah.
Now, before we get into it, just one more thing. I want you, Charky. I mean, I know this game inside and out. So I want you, if you can, to start it off. To start, play the tutorial, get a feel for this game in case we need to trade off control duties at any point during it.
So I'll play it with the tutorial then.
Yes, please.
Those who know my name whisper it in fear. Most people I meet, I only meet once. I am Drake, the assassin. To me, life is all about death.
Twisted. Introducing a killer. You think he's a good guy?
That which doesn't kill you simply makes you stranger.
Welcome to the Queen.
Wee!
Yeah, no,
Yahoo!
You don't even have all the movement tools yet. Just wait till you do.
Use controls to move Drake. Trust me, I'm on it.
I want you to do something for me if you can. Stand close to a wall. Not like all the way close to it. Take a few steps back. And now rotate the camera. Have him face towards the wall. And you can see some of the details of his face. You can use this shot to maybe see it. His character model does change and update throughout the course of the game. You notice that he had purely white pupils in that cutscene, but in his character model he still has his irises. He still is human.
He is desperately trying to like, just break his back right now. Instead of letting me look. Oh, you got it. You got it. All right,
for
just pause the
brief,
video.
yeah, for brief glimpses. All right, that's all I needed to see. That's all I wanted to show off there. They do some fun stuff with his model.
Oh, now I have the dual pistols. I didn't have them before.
No, you had dual pistols. These are dual revolvers.
Oh, okay. All right, press
Y
cycle
button.
the inventory. Okay.
And then you pull the trigger on the hand you want to drop the gun in.
You just drop. Okay, just straight up drop the gun.
But you'll always have it. You have infinite guns and infinite ammo for said guns.
Oh, okay, cool. You have an. Well, that's what it says right there.
This is also how you reload, by the way. There's no just reload button to reload both guns in your hands. You have to just go through that menu, or you'll just automatically reload when you empty out the cylinder or the clipazine or what have you.
Oh, wait, I gotta do my spin test. Oh, bad spin test.
It's better in the PC version because the auto-aim system here is one of the points of contention of this game. You have no control over Drake's arms or the orientation he's facing. You just kind of have to put that stuff out of your mind.
So I assume he's gonna auto, yeah. Let me just get closer to it. Please? Okay, is there a trick to aiming?
Pray.
I mean, maybe this is supposed to emulate in, like, action movies where they just, like, dump magazines.
They did say it was John Woo inspired, and...
Yeah. Do you have the ability to jump unnaturally high? Go see a doctor. First jump and jump again while airborne to increase the height of your jump. Alright. What was that noise? Oh, that was the glowing orb activating.
That noise was a stock sound effect, which this game is lousy with.
Try double jumping in different directions, okay? Is it in the... There we go.
Eventually, you do gain the ability to wall run as well, and chain that with your double jumps to get potentially infinite heights, which is fun.
So it's the specialist-like.
Yeah, no, basically, yeah.
Didn't it say 5?
Yeah, now you just gotta wait.
Oh, I thought I... Alright. Stand next to the button. Avoid the infrared beams. Collect 4 banners. Okay. What banners?
The ones hanging. You see that?
Oh, these banners. The
wow!
Ones that okay.
Incredible!
Alright. I mean, there we go. Just... Up. Try it again.
Take 2.
Now, I don't know if that hit me or not.
I think you're fine. We would have heard the sound effect if it did. Well done.
It seems a little low rent at the moment.
Well, it's about to get a lot more impressive, because now you're getting into the combat.
Alright.
This will win you
complete.
over. Just continue to the next mission.
Yeah. I don't want to lose that progress.
We at Tang Industries are proud manufacturers of the reanimated cyborg, a technological and spiritual wonder. A Tang cyborg is neither man nor machine, and won't make the mistakes of either.
Wonder what Master has prepared this time.
Talk about a dystopian future.
Recently departed. Tang Industries pay families to donate the bodies of their departed loved ones. Contact us today.
I hate television.
I'll be honest, that sounds like a lot of the Kickstarter videos Resupre used to do back in the day.
A Tang cyborg?
The tutorial warned me about these. Okay. I only have 62 dragons left. Did I lose my revolvers?
Yes.
Okay.
Okay. So here's the strategy. Run around in circles and keep the camera trained on that guy as much as you can.
Alright. Okay, that easier said than done. It does get caught on things.
I should mention that things take a lot of bullets to kill in this game, so if it seems like you're not doing any damage, don't worry, you probably are. Probably, hopefully.
I like his boxing weave he does to try and avoid getting shot.
Muhammad Ali got nothing.
There you go. Only 8 dragons to spare.
Strange thing about the cyborg. A machine. Yet I sensed presence inside it. A soul? Oh, what was that? Intruders in the penthouse of the 99 Dragons clan? You must be out of this world to get past our guards.
More likely than you think.
The master and the soul portal.
Bear that line in mind. Remember that line.
It was given to our clan over 3,000 years ago. We've guarded it since, and we're not going to lose it now.
What have they been guarding for 3,000 years? I missed that
The
line.
soul portal artifact.
Portal artifact. Look out!
What was that?
This theft can't be Tang's doing alone. He must have aid from beyond this world.
The artifact. It can't be gone. We were to protect it.
Are we going to fail?
Everyone's accent, like, just sort of slips into southern twang every now and then.
Well, howdy, y'all. Welcome to the Queen of the 99 Dragons.
Hit the checkpoints before time's up. Oh, a timed mission.
Most missions in this game are timed, but you have plenty of time in most missions.
Right.
Before you run, look at the floor.
Yeah, all the dead bodies.
The two behind you in particular. These two transparent bodies.
Oh, that's me. And that's the guy I was just talking to.
Yeah.
All right, well...
We'll see about that in a minute. Try to go through the doors and let's see how this level
Okay.
goes. Mash the buttons.
Time extended. Well, that was it. Thanks for watching. Thanks for checking in January, folks.
All right, I'm
Okay.
taking over on this one.
Already? All right.
No, this first mission is incredibly difficult, I will
Okay,
say.
go for it.
The cyborg. A machine.
And besides, you already let Drake die.
A soul.
We saw his
Yeah.
body on the ground, so, you know, way to fucking go, Sharky.
Penthouse
It's,
of the You must be.
Right, I forgot we already watched that cutscene. Okay. Let's watch a pro, says Word Bending in the chat. I'll do what I can here. I am the world's leading expert in this game.
Now, my plan was, before I died, I thought I could, like, equip those SMGs or something, and that might help me.
I prefer the pistols for the most part.
Yeah.
You can make it work with the SMGs, but,
Okay, I'm saying this fully acknowledging that it's bad. I love how Drake's arms just do that. Just do what they do.
they lock on. This is what it would look like if lock-on worked in real life, if aimbots, you know.
Like, folks at home, if you're able-bodied, I want you to try aiming your right arm directly behind you like Drake likes to do. From across your left side.
Remember that line I told you to remember, by the way? They're going to pay it off at the start of this cutscene.
Out of this world, that is. Almost ghost-like.
He held on to that thought for like a full 5 minutes while he was going through the level.
There is
Oh, I'm definitely like that in Discord calls, by the way. I'll hold the last thing I said while everyone else is fucking talking.
Master? Me? This can't be. All dead. And the tattoo. Oh, no!
Drink, and you'll be strong.
That's the secret to immortality? Thanks, Adam Sessler.
And sweet. Master?
Do not fear. You can hear but are unable to move. The time has come. I will forge the undying dragon on your chest. It is our legacy. The undying
Yep, start playing Greensleeves on his ribcage.
natural powers upon its bearer. Powers that will make you last beyond death.
We hired you as an assassin because of your xylophone-like qualities.
It's very desirable in the world of assassination. All right, Death in person. Hello, Death. It's nice to finally meet you in person. We gotta claim 30 souls for the Undying Dragon. Let's go. Now we can run on walls.
I almost went to chat and did a / shout out to Def, but I don't know anything about the person who might own Def, the username on Twitch. So just in case, I won't do that.
Sick. Sick angle. Okay. So this introduces how we recharge health, because in that first level, that first real level, we could not recharge health if we took damage. But now we can. And this is how they're tutorializing us on the soul system. There we go. We also now have the ability to slow down time, which is...
Wow, thud.
Almost entirely useless, this function.
I mean, of course you would say that. You just don't like slow-mo in video games.
No, I want everything in real time. That's my cross. That's my hill to die on. So yes, this level is just a retread of the previous level, where now we have to collect all these souls, and we can also test out our wall running abilities and jumping between two different walls.
Your wall kind of just sticking to them abilities, but not in the Spider-Man way. More in the Spider-Man way when he didn't know how his powers worked, right?
Go, Web, go! Oh. the pesky reload. Alright, luckily we're not punished for dying at this current juncture. Soon there will be a extra penalty attached to death.
Are you still dead over there, by the way?
Oh, you betcha.
Yes.
So is Master. Master me, this cannot be. Ugh. So, it's my contention that the controls here, while not great, while not par excellence, they probably can be mastered by someone who is, like, speedrun brained. That ain't me. But there's probably, like, the potential for a lot of really cool tech in this game, is something I have said, been on the record as saying, and I hope eventually someone takes me up on, because I would love to watch, like, a really skilled speedrun of this game. And then and only then will I hand over the title of world's leading expert on Drake of the 99 Dragons off.
Someone in chat, tell me, who is that guy on Twitter who posts, like, all the combo videos and stuff? Like, you probably know what I'm talking about. They post a lot of, like, Dark Souls combo videos, and a lot of, like, other...
I have no idea who you're talking
character
about.
action things. Like, I want to see them do this.
Give
like,
Drake a spin,
like
yeah.
Yeah, like something legend. I'm sure someone in chat knows what I'm talking about.
This is some very basic... Oh, I should have done the right wall there. So I think it's like... Oh. It's tricky, but you can achieve great heights if you... I'm giving up. We only have 13 minutes left, for God's sakes.
I soon he legend. Yeah, he needs to do.
Get on it.
Dragons.
The challenge has been issued. The gauntlet has been laid down. Physics showcase this game. There's just one level in particular where the glass physics are just c'est magnifique. We'll get to that in time. We are playing this whole game tonight. It's not particularly long, but all right. My greatest challenge yet: getting up.
You only have a little over 12 minutes to complete this one level. Are there like exact? You have to get how many souls for this mission?
30.
30. Are there exactly 30 souls?
No, there's an excess. They give you more than 30
Okay.
souls rather than less. I seem to remember where we are. Whoops!
Nope.
I'm spatially
checking on you,
challenged. Yeah.
Just checking on your master. You still dead? Okay, good.
Ooh. Smooth. I could collect those 3, but I think there's some easier ones to pick up. No! Ooh. Good save, Drake.
Like, I'm gonna wait until you collect the last soul before I say what I'm gonna say, because I figure there's a cutscene coming up.
Oh, there sure is. One of the best cutscenes, as a matter of fact. Let's go to this room.
Why? Okay, you wanted that one in particular.
Well, it puts us in the right room for this cutscene.
The strength of the stolen souls is changing me. Have I become invincible? Nothing can stop me now. Fool. Dragon does not protect him from his stupidity.
So, in case it wasn't obvious what happened there, he just died.
Plain dead.
Again.
The Serene Garden. Your stop between reality and the afterworld.
Those are like the best final words next to hold my beer.
That's how I want to go out.
You supposed to make me invincible?
He disappoints us.
How can I avenge the master's death?
Make it your priority to feed the undying dragon souls, and you'll have your revenge.
What about the soul portal artifact?
Your ghost is about to complete its mission by turning it over to Tang's courier. We'll give you one more chance to reclaim it.
Do not fail this time. Be one with the undying dragon, and you'll have its powers.
Tang, Master knew it. How am I supposed to get there?
You will be provided with a new avatar. Use this one with more care than the previous one.
Otherwise, you'll have to pay $10 to swap out your avatar again.
It was surreal, like these Diamondbacks.
It's an old something awful joke for folk.
Gods, I'll reclaim the artifact in no time. Time to cap this.
All right, what were you going to say earlier?
Well, first of all, I like the idea that the moment that he thinks that he might have invincibility, his first thought is, I'm going to jump off this building to check.
He's always wanted to do it, yeah.
Like, I feel like the safest test for me would be to jump off of this building. Like, go ahead, keep playing, because what I'm going to talk about is the animation. I feel like the way this game is animated it is entirely keyframes, and it is keyframes of what a 13-year-old drew in their sketchbook.
And that's what makes it sick.
Because it just, like, cuts immediately to, like, different action poses with almost nothing in between.
Doors are tricky for Drake. We're finally out of the cocoon and into the world.
Okay, I want to ask you a question. Maybe that was Half-Life. I want to ask you a question. Maybe a little early to ask, but let's say Drake of the 99 Dragons got a new lease on life, right? They made a new Drake of the 99 Dragons, but like the caveat is it has to be one of these two types of games. And once you choose which one it would be. Would you rather Drake of the 99 Dragons, open world, like you can go through the city and take on missions, or Drake of the 99 Dragons, a la The Club, the Sega game where you run around a track and get time extensions and do like specific shots to get more time and points?
Probably the latter, because I'm allergic to open world games.
Okay. So you would want to score attack Drake of the 99 Dragons given the choice?
Yes. Oop, I accidentally clicked in on the thumbsticks, which is another shortcut key for slow motion. Now, usually, the guy we're chasing gets stuck in that previous room near one of the doors, but we got lucky this time.
You get stuck there and you win. You just catch him.
Look both ways before crossing the street.
Shot your pants says, I feel like whoever made El Paso Elsewhere loved this game.
I mean, there must be other fans of Drake and 99 Dragons out there. I can't be the only one. Or perhaps I am.
You ever play El Paso Elsewhere?
No, I just played Drake
like
and the
that's a
99
game.
Dragons.
Okay.
You can run,
Damn, he's still on me! Hey, open up!
but you can't hide. A fireworks factory is a good place to go if you want to go after the boom.
Are you over for the fireworks factory? Ready to fire it up?
Did they get all the voice actors from southern Sweden, or?
I think this level's neat. I think most levels in this game are pretty neat. This one has a bunch of stuff exploding at all times, which is fun. You can see the John Woo influences on this game. You can see that they were legitimately fans of, like, Hard Boiled and The Killer and shit like that.
They were fans of things looking cool.
That's a good thing to be a fan of, I would say.
Yeah,
Especially if you're making a game. Yeah.
That's not an insult.
Yeah. Going up. There's also a secret weapon around here that I want to avail myself of.
I feel like people, not everyone, but some people, need to kind of like accept that just because a thing doesn't look technically good doesn't mean it doesn't look good. Right? Like, even if, like, because we were talking about people were, after the reviews were coming out, were, like, saying that the animation and, like, the style and the look of this game was bad. I think even if, like, technically, yes, it does look subpar in a lot of places. You can tell where it does look subpar and where things are being, like, weird and seemingly not working correctly.
Wait.
But
He is not immortal, you know.
Glad they told me that. This is what happens if we die from here on out. We have to wait 10 seconds in limbo before it replays the beginning of level cutscene and starts us off back at the beginning of the level. So,
I mean, that's more fair than Malice was.
That's true.
You just think of it as a load screen, right?
It's a load screen to load up a load screen.
Yeah.
It's a preload, as I've come to understand it.
Anyway, like I was saying, like, I think that even if you can see where, like, the technical flaws are in presentation, that this still looks cool, though. Like, there's still charm to what they're doing.
Oh, absolutely. Unequivocally, in my opinion.
Yeah, and I think that there are a lot of people who just look at a game's, like, technical prowess and assume that if it doesn't have that, then it is not...
That was on me. I was too
can't
close.
look good.
Prove you're worthy of your fate.
Yeah, we'll be
Yes,
seeing the
it's
screen a little bit.
It's hard for me to heap praise on this game when you keep showing, like, one of the most egregious parts of, like, yeah, that was an idea that should have stayed on the cutting room floor.
Okay, this time I will not fail. I'm not gonna go for that grenade launcher. That was a trap. So I killed myself the first time. I'm just gonna make sure I get across this room as quickly as possible.
Magic Meow says, I don't know, I personally think that even artistically this looks kind of bland and shitty. Agree to disagree. I'm not going to say that your aesthetic preferences are wrong. As much as they are, I'm not going to say that, because it is all subjective. But I still feel like it's very apparent they were going for something and didn't necessarily fail at it. Maybe didn't stick the landing 100%, but you know, like how a gymnast at the end of their Olympic routine may like kind of like stumble or something at the end, maybe like do a front roll they didn't mean to do, but then just stand up and go ta-da, as you do at the Olympics, where you end your routine and go ta-da. Like I feel like that's what this game.
Yeah, that's worth 10 points right there. Or you know, breakdancing at the Olympics also. You end your routine with a ta-da. Fuck. Physics!
I have a feeling we'll be seeing you here again soon.
They have no faith in me. Oh, shit. Remember, I like this game.
Every time you die. Yeah.
You just gotta play it very carefully sometimes.
Whoa, physics.
I wish I could just get onto that platform. I wish I was fast enough to skip this room. Oh, well, there goes the soul. You know what? I'm gonna go across. Let's see if I can get myself at least a little bit of HP.
Video King said earlier, you need to turn Drake up in the mix. That's not really a option.
Yeah, no, the audio bouncing is just, not great. Unfortunately, between cutscenes and gameplay. It is what it is.
Word Bending says, this looks like you're running a Drake 99 Dragons mod in a Half-Life 1 level.
Please, this is the Specialists mod, as we established. Fuck's sake! Still like this level. I still swear by this level.
Or is he just not listening?
Hey, boy. Take 5? Alright. Let's ignore...
Alright, so you're off to a
reason.
good start. You didn't immediately take more than half your health and damage on starting the level. Oh, overcharge.
Yeah, that'll come in handy for later as we unlock more abilities.
It has to count down because you're at a non-canonical amount of souls if you're over 99.
Fuck! So, platforming. Not one of my favorite things in the world. And there is a fair bit of it in this game. But again, I feel like this is on me. I can't blame Drake for the fact that I'm bad at platforming. The control's great. Is the sense of space in the world awesome at all times? Perhaps not. But, you know, I'm also not a platforming expert. Barely dodged that box that time. Oof. Did I get that guy? Something got him. That felt like the Naked Gun bit, where they're, like, on opposite sides of a trash can. Just shooting at each other.
We have to find the answer by ourselves.
Oh, this is an easy one. The car liver redeemed to say something nice.
Dual pistols. Sick. I am team pistols akimbo is the sickest shit in the world. There's a John Woo quote about, you give a man a gun, he thinks he's, you know, something or other. You give a man 2 guns, he thinks he's God. And that's true. I feel like God right now. Oh, no. Oh, mission complete.
You win.
That happens every time. That's how the level is scripted to end.
Celebratory explosion.
Again, he disappoints us.
So, this is the envoy of the gods? Who chose him?
You did.
You again. Is this the end?
Hardly. It has just begun.
At least this time you had a colorful exit. We are amused. The courier's name is Wang Chun, and he is working off a debt to Serpent Eye Sung.
Wang Chung.
Chun has a weakness. He is a compulsive gambler.
He has stopped at the House of the Dreaming Cloud for a game of electric mahjong on his way to deliver the artifact.
Oh, Mahjong. You should be able to help out with this level, Sharky.
There's time for you to get there. He still has his pants.
Once again, fate deals you a winning hand. Free the dreamers of their nightmares and feed the undying dragon their souls. Then reclaim the artifact.
There'll be plenty of time to pursue the ghost that assassinated your master once you're done.
Somehow I doubt I'll ever be done feeding the undying dragon.
This time, you must be more careful. Motivation, that's all there is to it. Again, we will provide you with an avatar. This is starting to drain even our power. Are you ready to turn dreams into nightmares? Now go!
Born ready.
That's what you tell me every time we start a stream.
Yeah.
So, Wang Chung, as in the band?
Everybody Wang Chung tonight. The wake-up call. Good morning. Okay. Important thing about this ability, you now have the supernatural ability to motivate souls to pull towards you when you slay a foe. This is supposed to be like magnetism, where you hold down a button and then souls are attracted to you. So instead of having to jump to grab them, they should just theoretically pull towards you. They neglect to mention that for this to work, you have to be holding down the button as you kill the enemy. So if a soul's already in the air, if a soul's already divorced from the body it came from, it won't react in any sort of way. So from here on out, I'm just going to hold down the button that enables it to happen. And it still won't work half the time. Realistic glass physics up here, as you can see. Like that pane glass right there. Oh, he broke it. Didn't want me to show it off. Idle effects were embarrassed. Oh.
Listen, cool guys don't see where they're shooting.
This kind of fire off arbitrarily. Oh! That was a red soul. There are red souls that you don't want to pick up because they hurt you. So bear that in mind.
What was that tweet that was like, my accuracy is actually 100%, you just don't see what I'm shooting at?
Where'd all the souls go? Why don't these guys have souls? Oh. So, I was supposed to stand on that and get elevated up to the next room, but, let's see if it comes back down. Oh, here we go.
Absolutely, like, 5 seconds away from dying.
I have a strategy. Because I know there's enemies that are going to spawn here.
Now, do they... Okay, they do not have souls.
Oh.
Alright. Taking a very firm stance on lizard men here.
His task is beyond divine intervention.
Thank God they give me guns in the afterlife.
Don't leave your littered guns here in the afterlife, Jesus.
Okay. I'll do better this time, I swear. Ow. Oh, I got stuck for a second in geometry. Break that glass so I can
break
actually...
that.
Yeah, there we go.
There you go. Okay.
Now they're dropping souls like they're supposed to. I wonder if I somehow broke that. I wonder if holding down the Motivate Soul button broke the souls across the stage at some point.
It motivated them to go to heaven.
Well, who am I to deny them, Matt? These Yakuza thugs. Or is it Triad in this case? I don't know where this game takes place. I'm only the world's leading expert on this game, and I'm unclear as to...
It takes place in Neo City.
Ah, yes, of course. Alright. Jump here. Alright, that takes care of those.
Okay. According to the Wikipedia...
Damn it!
Drake is the assassin in a Hong Kong-based clan, so
yeah,
I'm assuming that you're in Hong Kong.
Yeah, so Triad.
Seeing you here again soon. Real.
Where'd that bird come from?
Thanks for the subscription. That's our new notification sound.
Oh, I see. Yeah, we're trying out some new sound effects. Yes, I know. I know that a sufficiently motivated soul is a... I'm just gonna let them fight each other. I'm just gonna let them figure it out in the other room for themselves.
Are they infighting? Is that what's happening?
Oh, wait, no, that's a later level. We come back to this level. There is a little bit of level recycling in this game. Past a certain point. Like the fact that the first 3 levels of the game all took place in the Queen of the 99 Dragons. Yeah. Okay.
Okay, yeah, so those do have souls. So for some reason, you just stopped getting souls that first time through here.
You know what? Fuck it. What's the harm in slow motion?
There you go. Maybe you can get more bullets out per second in slow-mo. It's hard to tell.
Woo!
Okay, cool.
Tailing the courier here from the house of the Dreaming Clown was a lucky shot. Since he saved me some time, I'll spare his life.
John, we've been expecting you. Tang, for quite a while now. Did you see if he had the artifact?
No. What did Tang say about that call from the House of the Dreaming Cloud? Man, if that snitch was right about him losing it to Pac, he's as good as dead.
Better hurry before they kill him. If he lost the artifact, I must know to whom. I'll just let these guys leave.
Drake's non-confrontational. He avoids violence where he can. That's a quality I admire about him.
He's actually a pacifist having the worst day of his life.
Hint, some casino thugs carry digital key cards. Surely that won't come into play. All right. So we enter.
When I was young, when I was very young, in high school, and shitty, I was out at some place with some friends. So, you know, whatever, a mall or something. And on the ground, I found a hotel key card. Not a hotel that was anywhere near me, but it was a hotel in the city. And my first thought was, I can find where this goes.
Yeah, I'll just try every door at this damn hotel.
Yeah. I'll go find that hotel, and I just figure out, oh, this should work on some door. I don't think I did, but that's definitely something I would have done when I was like 14. Was like really think like, yeah, I'll do this.
Idle hands and idle time. Hey, there's the green key card. That'll come in handy. In case we see any green doors.
Speaking of idle time, I just want to mention this, talk about this. It is today, as we record this, it is January the 22nd. And yesterday, it snowed here. In New Orleans. We got like, where I live, we got like 10 inches of snow maybe, or almost 10 inches. Wow, I've never seen that much snow in my life. That was amazing. I had such a good day yesterday and today. Because today I just went out to a nearby park, and I just lay down in the snow. And I don't know,
Did you make a snow angel?
I did. There's no point to this story. This is just me actually being happy about experiencing like snow and cold weather and stuff. And,
I used to know what it was to be happy. And then I found Drake of the 99 Dragons, and now I'm ecstatic.
I'm hoping at some point in my life I get to move up north so I get to experience that more often. Because it was nice to take a walk in cold weather and not like 95 degrees and 100% humidity index. Oh, just break it down.
Do the sprinkler. May not pass the spin test, but passes the groove
this is
check.
good.
Woo, woo, woo. Bring it
My
around.
back hurts just thinking about this.
Woo.
All right, let's move on.
Yep, too close. Too close. Going up. Very effective. That's why they paid Drake the big bucks to be an assassin.
They just give him 2 guns and he has a panic attack in a closed room. And it generally works out in his favor.
Also, note the colors of the key cards. Blue, green, and red. Yeah, Doom, rip this game off. It's a shame.
No,
but, you know.
Doom is blue, yellow, and red.
Oh, no, yeah, you're right.
Fake Doom fan.
Maybe I'm colorblind after all. Maybe I... Okay. Now I have to be careful in this next room. There's a boss of sorts. Not this guy, but he's gonna take a lot of bullets to kill, and also you can clip out of bounds in this room by accident.
Cool.
So
Natsume says, I remember looking up the VA for Drake years ago. Turns out all he's known for is a couple of trailer voiceovers. Yeah, he sounds like a trailer voiceover guy.
There we go. Oh, he's back up. He's okay.
Oh,
he's all right.
Good. Just kidding.
The owner wanted. It was Puck.
You lie. I killed him. I want the truth.
I lost it to Puck, but he isn't human, so you couldn't have killed him.
Serpent Eye is well ahead of me. I must return to the Dreaming Cloud.
Everyone in chat saying kiss.
How many can there be? Why won't you just die? Now, who was I?
You could have tried shooting him, Drake. That probably would have worked too.
This way we should get there in no time. Thugs, this is a one-way street. To hell.
So I did ask about the cutscenes in this game. I asked Andrew Botto about the cutscenes, if they were unfinished. And the answer was no, apparently. So,
Uh-oh.
Oh. He walked right over my
That is
head.
the weirdest truck I've ever seen in my life. And we're in a post-Cybertruck world.
These bikers are more dangerous than the bikers in Ane-san. The PC Engine CD. A favorite of mine. Another favorite.
And a reference everyone in the audience will get.
Oh, they're all retro game sickos. Especially these Jankuary folks, so... If any audience is gonna get it, it's gonna be the Bad Game Hall of Fame audience. See, Elva's Culture Advisor says, Ane-san mentioned. There you go. That wrecking ball will kill you.
Good. Not that car.
It'll hurt, though.
Man, that car is someone playing a whole different video game that is also very cool.
Alright, this next part, if I recall, is a little tricky. Because we got guys who come out the back of this truck on motorcycles, and they can loop around. They can circle back through here. So I'm gonna, just to play it safe, I'm gonna wait here to see if anyone comes back.
Were they planning that? Were they all just sitting in the back of a idling truck, all on motorcycles, being like, all right, at some moment we're all gonna have to drive out of here?
Oh!
I think he's behind us. No, wait.
He is not immortal, you know.
Yeah, I know. I figured that much out. Ay. It's always something in this game. Always something killing you. Okay. Maybe I should try... Did I pick up the SMG yet? No, because the gun is stuck. They dropped the guns inside of the truck. Which, I mean, inside the wall of the truck, where I can't grab it, so... Whew. Should also mention that the guys up here are using shotguns, so we can actually use the shotgun for the first time if we murk this dude. Swap there. There. Shotgun pistol combo.
Oh.
I could dual wield the shotguns, but the truth is that the shotgun isn't very good. Unfortunately. Oh, Jeezy. Okay, there we go. It worked out okay. I was worried there for a second, but...
Alright. I feel like I had to have asked this question of you at some point in the past, but... Best shotgun in a video game.
I mean, you can't beat the super shotgun from Doom. I mean, that's the gold standard.
I got a weird answer, and it's some recency bias, but Dark Sector has a really good shotgun.
Yeah, for all the other troubles you had with that game.
All the other guns suck, but that shotgun has a real satisfying sound, and it works.
Is it a workhorse weapon, as people have called the shotgun from Doom?
I would say definitely the last shotgun you unlock definitely is.
Also, if you could please read messages from chat, I noticed one.
Bashmiel says, I almost thought Charlie was going to mention the awful shotgun from Resistance. No, I'm being genuine tonight. At least in terms of shotguns.
I think we're going to make it. I think we're going to live.
Blow up? No.
Oh, you wish.
Fight fire with fire. Now that's what I call a burnout.
Hey, you! What's up with the dress code?
Why do you keep narrating to yourself?
Nerd.
I mean, if I was a movie trailer guy, I would probably just narrate everything I did at all times.
Make use of the environment to beat Osu. Yeah, this is an interesting one. This is the first proper boss fight, I would say. And let me give the strategy for this.
Shoot. Oh.
Now, that thing he's doing with the mace, that blocks all bullets, but there's also other people shooting at you. So luckily that dude doesn't have a gun. Osu doesn't have a gun, so we can actually save him for last and kill all the other goons in the room. Out of necessity. Oh, well.
Whoop.
Something blew up. I don't know if you noticed, there was an explosion, and that did a lot of damage.
I mean, like Max Payne, you have a low time to kill on yourself. Unlike Max Payne, all the enemies have a very high time to kill.
Okay. How can we do this safer? You know what? I'm gonna go up here for starters. Take care of these shotgun snipers. Alright. Okay, I think that's everyone. Now it's just the boss.
Okay, so use the environment to your advantage, right? I guess that's it. How do you manage to do that?
Well, if you stand underneath this thing, half of his attack, because every other attack will whiff. And you can just shoot him, you get free hits on him.
Why would he do that? Why would he throw it up in the air when he's under something?
Serpent Eye should have had plenty of time to wreck the dreaming cloud. Things are heating up. It's time for me to end the party.
Video Game King, can you read their comment?
Yeah, sure. I was about to. They say, according to the cutting room floor, the Steam version of the game has the Comic-Con demo laying in a random folder.
Yes, it does. It's
That's
in
all
the
they have
bonus
documented.
content folder. Yeah. It has the executable, and I think you need to, like, do some stuff. It's very prone to not work, to not launch. I've gotten it to launch once. I don't remember how I did it, but it's interesting. It's a novel look. It's a unique, exclusive level. Hey, look where we're back to. And there's a gang war happening here.
Also, it seems like you got the ability to waste souls by making them explode instead of collecting them.
Yeah, absolutely worthless. And more likely to kill you than it is to kill any enemies. As you might have guessed. From this game being what it is.
Fate alone won't save him or us.
At some point I might start using quick saves to,
Serpent
Or
especially
save
as the
saves.
levels get longer. Well, I have some hard saves already.
Okay.
All the way up to mission 12, as a matter of fact.
I know. I get antsy when I don't, like, save a game, like, manually for a while.
Well, then you'd hate the PC version of this, where you can't save
Oh, yeah.
even if you want to.
It's like the PC version of Jet Set Radio, where you can't save.
That's
I mean,
at least
you can
fixable.
Save. Yeah, I mean, I was about to say, you can save, you can't load. But yes, that is fixable.
Woo!
Ooh. Surprised that didn't kill you.
Yeah, the game took a mercy on me. Alright. Up we go. Another boss fight here. Okay, so first things first. Kill those.
I know you specifically said they're stock sounds, but the sound they have chosen for collecting souls is very much like playing a Flash game on a cereal brand's website and collecting a power-up. Da-da-da!
I want to show off something here. I want to show off a death. A particularly fun one, if the game will let me do it. I want to get electrocuted to death and show what that looks like. Come on, hit me. I'm making it easy for you. There we go! Cartoon skeleton. That's what Drake's working with.
The power of the mind is great.
Skeleton.jpg.
Alright, there we go. So, we actually can't shoot that guy to death. We have to destroy these completely unmarked things. These outlets on the ground. Okay, now he's vulnerable. Not the best signposting in the world, but,
Ta-da!
I think I'll continue.
Almost too easy. The soul portal artifact is mine.
The pain.
We didn't die this time.
Oh. I mean, I was about to say, this is a better The Crow game than The Crow City of Angels.
He knows he's alive. Perhaps there's still some humanity left in you. This time, you did not lose your avatar, but were summoned here. You have no time for cat and mouse games.
No time? Let's not waste more here.
Very well. Servant's Eye fishermen have captured the albino orca and brought it to the fish factory at Dock 12.
This is where Serpent Eye will deliver the artifact to complete his bargain with Tang.
And a ritual will be performed to charge the artifact with the energy of the whale's soul.
You must disrupt the ritual and reclaim the artifact.
The albino whale, pictured here.
If they're like that of their own.
I have no idea what the significance of the albino whale is.
And that.
They just sort of drop that in there, and you get to see it, and they don't, like, explain, like, what the import of an albino whale is in the context here. They're using it to trade for the soul portal artifact. I guess albino whales, I mean, I guess they're pretty rare.
Video King did mention it earlier, but every now and then, Drake will bust out a very Xavier Renegade Angel-esque delivery on a line.
Digital keycard. Sorry, I couldn't save you, whale. Better luck in the next life.
I like how they weren't really doing anything constructive with the whale, or like breaking it down into parts, something like that. They were just sort of like taking out pent-up frustration on it.
I mean, it must be very frustrating to exist in this universe. I'll say that much.
Also, that's a serious Sam sound. And I know they're stock, but...
Alright. Red key card. Tough room. Tough environmental traps there. But we made it work. I like these guys' strategy of attacking the air. Hopefully they're trying to do like that anime thing where like you hit the air so hard that like waves of damage come out, but they're not quite there yet. Oh, sign. Serpent Eye Sung's Ocean Delights. Is that it? Is it just this whale's gonna make for a great canned product? Yeah. Is that the entire motivation behind this?
So we got enough whale to make us rich for the rest of our lives, hopefully. Maybe they're trying to sell like albino whale roe, and they don't realize that whales are mammals.
It's the perfect money-making opportunity. What do you mean? Shit!
Yeah, we're gonna be rich. We're gonna make whale caviar.
Should have held on to that soul portal artifact. Great angle on this. Oh, he's got a grenade launcher. That's no good. Ooh, there we go. Nick of time. And there's our blue key card. And there's the end of the level, right here.
Guy back there, you're not allowed to shoot.
Ready for this cutscene?
Go for it.
Why do you have his back turned to them? Why was he facing the wrong way?
She's the right hand of Tang.
That woman.
They wouldn't shoot a man in the back.
Stone.
The Tang Undertakers are moving the body of the Master from the 99 Dragons penthouse. You must protect the clan from dishonor beyond death.
Drake, you must stop them before they leave for the morgue.
There's no time to create a new avatar. We will have to reinstall you in your old body on site.
Reinstall?
So this is how it really feels to be undead. Master?
Well, he's right behind them.
just-
He shouldn't have an issue catching up to them there, right?
If they can just give you the dead body you had, like, why haven't they done that more often?
Well, here's the problem. We have holes in us. You can actually see through his character model here. It's hard to tell with the resolution being here. It's actually way easier on the PC version, but it is a cool touch that you can sort of see the world through. So it's not the most impressive body, not the most practical body to be using.
Does it have a mechanical difference at all?
No, not really.
We are
I will say this is probably the worst level in the game. For a reason that I'll show off once, and then use a save state to get around in the future. And she missed. What? Whatever gun they're using, I want.
Sounds like revolvers.
No, it's like some weird syringe gun.
Is this our last chance?
3,
Luis
2.
Luis noticing that you can still move your hands on game over.
Well, it's not that we're moving our hands. It's automatically. It's still locking on to enemies post-death. That's just how Drake has trained his assassin reflex. Ooh. Ooh. Excuse me, I'm streaming sick tonight, by the way. Alright, going up. This elevator ride lasts 40 seconds.
Got any audio logs to listen to?
If only. Alright, if I can do this legit, if I can beat this level and not have to abuse save states to skip that elevator part, that'd be sweet. Time will tell. You do take fall damage in this game, by the way. So, this chasm, this elevator shaft, is a death trap.
What was there a wait? Where's this elevator going? There's no like doors on the other side of the.
You know, it's just one of the many
Right?
traps in the Queen of the 99 Dragons. This is one of the ways they keep intruders from getting to the core of their operation.
By having completely inaccessible elevators that don't go anywhere.
Well, do you have any better ideas?
Security cameras.
See, this is why you're not a trained assassin. This is why you'll never be one with the Undying Dragon, Sharky. Sad to say. Alright, that should be good enough to not take massive fall damage. You do have to take some fall damage here. Oof. Okay. Playing this ultra careful. There we go. All right, we're
Get
in.
the level. Whoa. Yeah, maybe this elevator should have doors.
You ever jump in an elevator?
Unsafe. Have I ever jumped in it? No.
It's fun. All right, let's check this gun out. Oh. God damn it.
All right, so we're all going to have to use safe states.
Yeah, that hallway I don't like. I'm not a fan of. Okay, I promise I will save state at the beginning of the elevator now. I wanted to try to do it legit. I wanted to try to show off. I wanted to show the world I'm the master. I am Drake of the 99 Dragons, but
Tell you what, while you get there, I am going to go get a fresh drink.
By all means.
So I'll be back.
All alone again. Oh wait, let me get this gun. I mean, it didn't help us last time, but I mean, they do a lot of damage with it. They kill my ass with it, so maybe there's something to it. Okay. And here's where I'll save. Just to be safe. Save a snapshot, why don't I? Thank God for emulation, I tell you what, this is. I don't know where those grenades come from or who tossed them. I guess it's this guy, theoretically, but... Also, there's probably, like, a safe way to fall that skips, like, half of the sequence, but, that would save you time, but, I haven't figured it out myself. As of yet. So we must play the waiting game. I bet it's something to do with, like, wall running, running down, jumping between these two walls here. But if you fuck up, it's a long way down, so... Also, love the lighting here. Love how it applies to the top of the elevator in chunks. Alright. That was safe. That was not. Where's the last elevator? Rough. Rough aiming at that one. Alright, here we go. And to be safe, I will again save state at the bottom. When the elevator reaches its floor, I will... Wait, I have to be able to see when we get off. I have to be able to see when the floor arrives. Okay. Again, I don't want to waste your precious time, dear viewer. So forgive this dirty, rotten cheater who knew they were gonna get fucking smoked the second they stepped off that elevator. Okay. I have to take this one very carefully because this guy is lethal. Can I bait him with a shot? No, just with my body. There we go. Safety strats. The parking garage of the 99 Dragons. Hey, Assassin's got a park too. They got a commute, carpool. Oh, 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 I see. And that's why we have a save state, folks. I think this guy might have my number. Unless... I don't know what happened there, but it must have been really cool when the screen was black and I was shooting. I bet I was hitting all my shots. Would have been sick if you could have seen it. Alright, here's what I'm gonna do. I don't want to fight any of these dudes if I can help it. They seem very tough. Ew, boy. I did say it's my least favorite level. It's a challenge. Only true dragons can survive this stage. The true faithful. Can I jump over this fence? No. No fun. Come on, Idol.
I'm back.
Welcome back. Still the same level.
So,
we have a save state.
I was listening the whole time. I saw, like, these, like, really big icicles forming outside the window. And I had the urge, like, I thought I want to reach out the window and grab one of them. The thing is, I didn't have a step 2 to this plan, so I just decided against it.
Where are they taking you? Got to make it to that truck. Soon, Master. Real soon.
Whee! There Draco's rolling again. Alright, you ready to reanimate the dead?
I mean, I feel like you've done that already. Hey, your bullet wounds are gone.
Well, I put my coat back on.
Oh.
Or I got a new coat, I guess. Alright, so I killed the guy in that mech. It does drop a soul. Does it explode after a period of time? I guess not. I was misremembering that detail. I thought the explosion on the mech could kill you after the fact.
I would like it if you could, like, jump into a mech and, like, control it, and it has the same animation as you do.
Its arms swinging wildly, but at half speed.
Yes.
It is a machine after all.
No, full speed. Full speed.
This is the factory where they take all those dead bodies that people send in and put them in robots.
And then advertise them on TV.
Yep. Ethically sourced souls. Oof.
I feel like that is a very realistic part of the story. That if people discovered that souls are real and tangible and exist, the first thought would be like, okay, how can we use this for profit?
The game took a rare mercy on me there. I fell to the bottom and it just decided to spawn me somewhere. Where precisely, who's to say? Look at this big open room.
Just randomly firing missiles at you.
Oh, god damn it. I did not mean to fall off again. Oh my... I'm letting go of the controller. I'm not touching anything, so that way when I respawn, it doesn't send me careening in a direction. Methinks this level might be a tad bit too ambitious for idle effects. What they were trying to do here. Oh, god damn it. So, as I recall, you need to get to the door while the light is green. So figuring out what the timing is on that is tricky.
Just not listening.
I don't want to hear them. I don't want to hear them berate me. My fragile ego.
Where are they taking you?
Alright, let's try this one again. How do you like my moves? It's a strategy that's worked for me in the past, okay? That strategy has worked previously. These guys are smarter than the average goon, clearly. I think I just can't get close. I think I just need to be more careful. I need to engage him from a distance while running away, potentially. There we go. So how do you feel about the variety of locations now that we've gotten past the repetitive stages, the recycled stages?
I mean, I think I liked it. Sorry, having a slight internet issue. I think I liked it a little better when it wasn't this. When it was more like grounded and like visually interesting. Like, you know, in the casino and in the dojo and in the other places that weren't biomechanical. Not biomechanical, what am I saying? I'm sorry. It's purely mechanical. There's no flesh on the walls.
Let me through, let me through! We made it. And, you know, just to be safe, let's do another one of those save states, why don't we? In the interest of time. In the interest of our viewers' precious time. And it's another identical room. You know, I bet this door is gonna open. Yes! I gamed it out.
By the way, am I good? My voice coming through? Just
yeah,
fine?
You're fine.
All that? Alright.
Alright.
Having some bad stutters for a moment.
Woo! Woo! Wow!
Whoa! 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 Drake has the ability to jump unnaturally high. Have you ever seen this before?
No, this is new to me. Super Drake! I don't know if I can come down from this. I can't control the camera at all. Oh, there we go.
A whole new world. He just gets shredded.
No!
Oh. Yeah, fall damage. Yeah, that tracks.
I should have predicted that. I should have figured that was going to happen at the end of that, but it was fun while it lasted. Luckily, we had that save state. Nope. Unluckily, I'm the clumsiest motherfucker in the world. Okay. Down. Down right. Probably. Yep. And then this will be the next one.
The missiles are here. Try and be like, I'll show you the way.
Oh, one of the missiles even followed me. It's a dud. Okay. Oh, for God's sake. Yeah, I guess I do have to use all three of them. I guess there's really no choice in the matter.
Coming dangerously. Whoa, there we go again.
You're probably wondering how I wound up here. Well, that's good to know it's reproducible, I suppose. Maybe the game will take mercy on me. Maybe somehow...
I'm thinking like Mario 64 rules. Like, can you just like double jump as you hit the right before you hit the ground?
No, unfortunately not.
Down to the left. Or to the right, whichever.
All the doors work, it's just that they open in sequence.
Oh.
Okay.
Alright. I think the next time, if it happens again, that you just go to the ceiling, just go down into the pit and let yourself respawn.
Oh, that was
never
it.
mind.
All right, let's start saving after every mission just to be extra safe. I think there's 24 missions in this game.
Huh? I want to punch that instead.
Search and destroy.
I'll restore your dignity.
We gotta kill our master again. Hint, missiles can be shot. Yeah, this mission just starts off in the thick of it. This boss fight. Now we go around the arena. I think there's some like weapons up there too. Let's see what we got. Nothing so far.
You know, I know we think this is real cruel what happened to her master, but if you check his driver's license, it did have the box checked for put me in a giant robot.
Yeah, that's true. I need to get up to here. There we go. Any other goodies up here for me? I bet I can get up there from here. Or maybe not. Whatever, I have the revolvers. That should be good enough. And what a punchy revolver sound that is. Sometimes it's easy to accidentally hit the slow motion because it's left stick in, and I go hard on the analog stick.
Yes,
so
you in particular had that problem a lot.
And done. Tough fight, I know, but we persevered.
I'll get the ones who did this.
Search and
Master, I'll take you to the Serene Garden.
Oh, his whole body was intact. That's good. It looked like he was just a disembodied head inside of there, but
Hold on.
looks can be deceiving.
TV campaign for the souls of the city makes sense. He must be stopped.
You know, you didn't have to kill yourself to, like, bring him here.
This is the Serene Garden. You can rest here. Behold, the master of the 99 dragons.
Yes, we see the body, but not his soul.
I'll bring back his soul, but first I'll take care of Tang. There it is, Tang Towers, the most secure building in the city. I hope Tang is working the graveyard shift. They say there's no way to get around their security. I wonder...
Are you thinking what I'm thinking? Sewer level, baby!
I was gonna say ice level.
The Mastermind. Look at him doing the Maltese Falcon movie poster pose in the top left corner. Humphrey would be proud. Enter Tang Towers through the sewers without activating more than 3 alarms. Shoot the control board for the trains to wreak havoc.
Did Humphrey Bogart go guns akimbo?
He did, in the Maltese Falcon. You may unleash the wrath of the Undying Dragon when the tattoo flashes red. That's when you have more than 100 health. You can do a super move now.
I mean, we all saw that coming, right?
Yeah, my timing was a little off there.
Perhaps you were still only human after...
That worst Daft Punk album.
There is a funny bit with the train coming up, but I gotta play this safe and slow.
Yeah, actually, wait. We're in the sewer, right?
Yeah, where the trains run.
Every time you flush a train down the toilet, this is where it goes.
And they grow to be huge. No! Ah!
You should have just ridden on it at that point.
The power of the mind is greater than that of brute force.
I don't know how to apply that advice.
Play chess against the enemies.
Intellectually checkmate them. Because this gun shit ain't working for you. Also, I'm glad that none of this activates the alarms. I'm glad that these guys don't think they're radio ahead as they see their friends getting mowed down. right. Okay. Now, who do we think are on these trains? Probably just like normal dudes, just normal people, I would have to imagine.
If it's a sewer, it'd probably pee.
Well, there's definitely souls on board. So, we solved that one real quick. There was a bit where the QA team recommended maybe axing this sequence, I believe, at a point, saying that was potentially tasteless, or that it implied that, you know, people were dying as the trains collided, and that is when Idle Effects had the bright idea to add the souls that come out from the train. You're like, oh yeah, well, you're right, we should have put souls there, so you know people are dying, so you know there's casualties on board. So, thanks, Idle Effects. I'm gonna save state here just so we don't have to redo that sequence again. Okay. Oop. That's one. Lucky it's a 3 strikes rule at Tang Towers.
Warning, warning. Crocodile down toilet, warning.
Oh. Landmines in the spotlight. Is that 2?
Yep.
I guess we'll just have to be extra careful.
Listen, that's the second time we've seen a guy with guns run in here. If we see him one more time, I think we're in trouble.
Oh boy.
Oh good, because this game's great for precision.
There's probably a cool way to do this where you wall run your way through it and just do it in one fell movement, but that ain't me.
Oh, I mean, that's the smart way to do it, what you did.
Okay.
These kind of patterns, I will admit, always throw me off. I prefer the Resident Evil 4 way of doing it, where it's just a quick time event.
I prefer the Resident Evil, the movie way of doing it, where you get sliced into pieces. At least we have health again. Oh, God. At least the arrows are helpful. At least the arrows tell us where we need to go. That's gonna have crackerjack timing with this. Ooh.
There you go.
Luckily, there's not a second layer of them up here. Luckily, they didn't think to trap to lay this layer.
Luckily, there's not just a camera above that door.
No, they're watching. They just want to see how it plays out. This is where they keep the mines. This is the mine room.
Yeah, this is their pen. I prefer my mines to be free range.
We did it! Alright. Oh, wait, no. Yeah, you know what? Fuck it. Start from the top left.
Now this elevator should take me straight into the heart of Tang Towers. Going up.
Are you loving Drake's one-liners, by the way? Can you even hear them in the mix?
I can hear. Going up.
Use gravity and the force of the fans to your advantage.
Use the force of your adoring audience to your advantage.
Going up. Okay, here's how I probably need to do this. I need to start here. Transfer to this one. Yes! There we go. That's that movement tech I was talking about.
And you say you don't like movement shooters.
When did I ever say that?
Every time you've played a movement shooter. And you're
Oh,
like, I don't
yeah,
like
that's
this.
right. I like them conceptually. The fan gimmick's so nice they had to bring it back.
I was wondering if you're going to take damage from that.
Would have
It
been
was just
funny
going
if
to count
so.
all that. It was just going to count all that upwards momentum as part of a fall, regardless of where you hit.
Would have been mean of them to do that. Okay, this way. Oh, door. Duh. That doesn't look fast enough to propel us upwards, so I'm gonna assume that's probably death. It's just fast enough to kill us if we touch it. Presumably.
It's also... Oh, well, I was about to say, it looked like it wasn't moving, but... Okay, I don't think the fan killed you, but...
But the fall...
Yeah, the pit wasn't doing you any favors.
Oh, door.
Is
Duh.
it just that door? Yeah.
What is the purpose of that door? Logistically, do people who are going to work have to ride the fans upwards to get into this room over here? This logistically, there's no other doors. That is the only way into this room. Unless you break out the window.
I feel like with the location with the jetpack enemies, you've somehow ended up in Minority Report for the GameCube.
That's another night. That's a different episode of this show.
Yeah. Did he skeletonize when he died? When he exploded there? Not the same as your cartoon skeleton earlier, but I thought I saw a skeleton.
You might be right. You know, in the PC version of this game, you have to aim. You don't just have auto aim at all times.
Well, then you wouldn't be able to shoot behind you.
That's true, which is tricky. Is it supposed to be like the office room? Tang's office? Oh, that's the lady who killed us in that cutscene before.
Turn your back to her.
That's the thing. She is broken. Her attacks don't do any damage. So if I can kill all these guys...
You can just hang out.
Yeah, we can chill.
Assuming you don't accidentally kill her in this
Entirely
flurry of
possible.
bullets.
Oh boy. That's why they had to add the mobs. They couldn't figure out how to make this lady do damage, so the only option they had, their only recourse, was to add a bunch of fucking enemies.
Damn it.
Alright, I'll just kill her next time. I think I demonstrated that she hit us with a couple things and it didn't do any damage, so I've fulfilled my obligation to show off that particular quirk of the design. At least it's not the tripwire level. At least it's not the alarm level. It's just this one. Let's see how fast I can do this. Huh? Oh, pardon? Drake is such an expert that he timed it between the fan blades there. That's what separates him from the average assassin. That and his skin tone.
And the eye thing.
Yeah.
The coming back from the dead thing, that's whatever.
Yeah, it's pretty typical, all things told. Give me 2 SMGs. I'm sick of having to press the triggers every time. Oof. The SMGs probably do less damage per shot, but past a certain point, I don't care. Because my fingies are getting tired. Well, we're not getting that health. feed my souls in here.
Uh-oh. They were looking for a spot to mark the territory.
I never said the way of the 99 Dragons was easy, folks. As the birds say. This game is for the fucking birds. I tell you what.
Yeah, you like it. You like it.
I do. I'm not really angry at this in the way that I would be angry at other games. And, you know, part of it is just because it has dual guns, which I think is neat. That really covers, like, that makes up for a lot of deficiencies in my mind. The ability to fire guns independently, I just think is sick. But the other part is, I don't hate its style. I think it goes places. Changes the scenery up enough to not get boring. It's not a cover-based shooter, which was a breath of fresh air during a certain era of game design, where everyone thought that the way to make your third-person shooter cool was to have you waiting behind cover. So I like the fact that this game encourages you, to a certain extent, to be proactive, to constantly be on the move, to be aggressive, be aggressive. Plus, I think the movement, as janky as it looks, again, if someone were to take the time to master it, I think there is something to it. Now, will I be the one to master it? No. No, I will not. Not even on the PC version. There we go. But conceptually...
Also, I would like to back up your claim that you are the president of the 99 Dragons fan club, because I just checked. Giant Bomb stopped streaming a while ago. Dan Reichert did not get this far in the game. So at the very least, you're doing better than Dan Reichert. Or at least have more stamina to play this game than Dan Reichert.
It helps when you love what you do. Fuck this.
Awful gun sound for this one, I'm just gonna say it.
Oh no, all the gun sounds are pretty awful in this game, truth be told. They're all pretty
this
piffy.
one in particular. Like, you know when you know, like, if you look at a picture and then you can look at, like, the inverse color of a picture in that particular... This feels like they somehow inverted the sound on a gun. I don't know how, but... This feels like a gun... This sounds like a gun sound inside out.
Alright. Just in an abundance of caution, since they tossed so many dudes at us in this room. Now, if I'm lucky, they'll forget how to attack me.
I think they remembered.
I'm walking on sunshine.
But to say, a good tactic is to stand on an enemy's head if you can manage it.
To use all my training.
Oh, that guy didn't make it, though.
At least I took one of them out with me. You know what? I don't trust these SMGs. I think this is the way. I think this does just way more damage. There we go. Oh, there she is. Don't worry, I believe in you. I have trouble hitting things sometimes, too.
Those are all tranquilizer darts. You have no idea how sleepy you're going to be later.
She just tweened away.
So, Tang plans to use the artifact to access the never-ending supply of souls of the spirit realms. The souls required to permanently open the portal must be uncountable. I bet he expects a tenfold return once the portal opens. That'll be some cyborg army. Does he really think he'll get all this without giving anything in return? I bet the spirit lords will use the portal to reap our souls while we're still alive.
How's Drake figuring all this out from just looking at these abstract graphics?
Madness. Where could Tang possibly hide enough bodies to retain all these souls, if not the central storage area of the morgue?
One way to the morgue. Make your way into the morgue.
Well, one way to the morgue is by dying, so I think you might want to find a different way.
I mean, that'd be the fastest.
Yeah.
This is a city level.
For as much as Scott Adams sucks, right?
Okay, where are you going with this?
He did have one funny joke. Where some guy in a car pulls up to Dogbert, and he goes, "Hey buddy, can you tell me the fastest way to the hospital?" And Dogbert says, "Drive as fast as you can into that tree over there." He says, "Okay, what's the second fastest way?"
This city level actually gives you can approach in a number of ways. This is just the most efficient and lets you not get shot by this turret. Except we're getting attacked by a helicopter now. Oh boy. Yeah, that was
Something seemed incorrect about that.
Be one with the undying dragon, and you'll have its powers.
Oh, that's what you were doing wrong.
Oh, yeah, sorry. Yeah, I'll try better this time.
So, Tang...
You know, it's one way to the morgue. It's not the only way. I'm not going to climb up there. That seemed like a trap. It seemed like the worst way to go about it. I'm just going to stay ground level.
It's pretty bold for a taxi to be operating under these circumstances. I think that was the taxi that almost ran you over.
Okay, now I see why they wanted me to stay up
Yes.
high. Now I'm beginning to
Yes.
understand, piece together why they wanted me to.
I was curious what you were saying that I wasn't seeing, where the air wasn't the best solution.
And the fact that it's tedious. The fact that it requires platforming. The fact that dudes come out from the doors up there. I'm gonna hybrid this. I'm a compromise with the game. Oh, I was so close to doing what I wanted to do. Can I run on the chain link fence? No. Ah.
Your feet would go right through the holes.
That's true. You know what? I didn't think of that. I thought that would give me extra grip. I thought if I just put my holes between the slats, I could, like, you know, I could just walk up the wall, like, easier
The bottom
than...
of Drake's shoes are actually little pegs like they have on those drawing figures so they can stay in place.
I mean, they didn't want to make Drake action figures at a certain point, so maybe that would have been part of the design of those.
That would have been cool, right?
I would have bought one.
The thing is, it would have to have so many points of articulation.
Yes, just in the arms. Nothing else.
Now the legs, you need to be able to bend those. But yes, especially the arms. Actually, his arms could be made of the same stuff that they use for Stretch Armstrong.
We finally made it, friends.
Oh, thank you for the raid, Dream Harrier Live.
Yes, don't mind us. We're just doing little Drake things. And Drake of the 99 Dragons. Most of the way through the game. Wow. There we go. I know the dude's gonna come through that door. I just wanted to preempt it, but... Okay. Tell you what. Save.
Okay. I thought you were about to say you do this.
You wanna?
No. Like, look, you lost on the first level, but I think you're ready for level 17 or whatever this one is. Did it freeze?
I think it might have. No, we're good. We're good. Okay.
We're back.
Okay. Let's figure out what the game wants us to do here, because they recommend going up here.
Yeah.
And then down there, presumably.
Can you take out that helicopter at all?
I can't even see the helicopter. Like, I would assume through this door. But nothing
Maybe
doing
you have to
there.
clear out the enemies here first. And then it'll be like, mission complete.
Went a little smoother that time.
You know, you have that power when you're overcharged, but like overcharge does not last very long at all.
No, they take it down pretty quick. One of these has to let us in. Oh!
Oof.
Luckily, I bounced off the hood like a Hollywood stuntman.
I like that. Would you be open to telling that story about the sit car stunt in that class of yours?
Oh!
Or is that a story you don't want to tell?
Yeah, I'll tell it.
Tell a very, like, genericized version of it.
So, I was in film school at a point in my life. I just want to... If I could figure this out, I'd be in a so much better position to tell the story. I'm just going to run around and hopefully find a door, find something that opens. Okay, so I was in film school, and there was a kid in my class who really was, like, a kid. I mean, they were an adult, but they had, like, the enthusiasm and optimism, let's say, of a child. And we had a series, we had a project we had to do where we had to create a web series. This is like a pilot. Didn't need to, like, be successful or anything. We just needed to, like, learn the tools of publishing online and so on and so forth. And they had it in their heads that they wanted to do an action series, an action TV series in 3 episodes. And they were talking up all the stunts they were going to do for it. Which the teacher is just like, well, don't do any of that stuff because it sounds reckless. No, we're going to break glass. I'm going to jump through a window. I'm going to jump from one moving car to another moving car. These were all promises he made. And the teacher said, if you do any of this... Oh, I think I found the way to progress.
Yeah, you found it.
If you do any of this, like, I'm going to fail you because you are going to, like, this is such a fucking liability. You don't realize, like, how much trouble you're putting us in. Well, he's like, well, too bad because I already did it. I already did all of those stunts. And so the anticipation was palpable to see what the fuck this project was going to look like. And so it's 3 episodes, and I can't give away the name or any details of it. But let's just say that the acting was wonderful. It was wonderfully performed. And of course, the director is also the lead actor, is also the writer, is also the editor, is also the everything, and his own stuntman. So he's
it's
quintuple threat.
A black tank top project.
Absolutely. And so all these stunts are in there. He may have oversold them a little bit. Like, the breaking the glass was breaking, like, a pane of that sugar glass that was approximately the size of, like, a textbook. They had a shootout at the school, at the college,
cool.
Where they brought airsoft guns into the college and pretended to shoot each other in the hallway. But, like, the primo stunt was the car transfer, was the jumping between cars, which involved him riding the hood of a car, driving at, like, 2 miles per hour down his neighborhood street, then a camera cut where the car stops in front of another car, and then rolling from one hood to the other hood before the cars start driving again in a different shot. So, like, you know, it was safe. It didn't look good. It just, all of it was awesome, is what it was. It's something that has lived in my brain forever, ever since that fateful day that it was screened for the class. And it was me and my one friend I made there in college just laughing our asses off at this guy who thought he had put together the sickest shits.
We are wasting time here.
And I have saved those short films, those art projects, for my own personal amusement and entertainment.
It's definitely not a thing we're just gonna, like, spread out there because of
No.
course not. But...
No, of course not. But sometimes when I need to pick me up, when I need to remember that the film industry was not for me, I can just watch those and be like, well, at least I didn't make this. At least nothing I made looked like this in my time in the industry. I never edited anything quite to the level of this. So ultimately, I left with my dignity intact.
Well, you know, at some point, we're gonna have to go like the Channel Awesome route or the Angry Video Game Nerd route and make the Bad Game Hall of Fame movie.
Oh God, I hope not.
And it could be like that.
Okay, I need to look
Did
at
you see there's...
Go ahead.
Oh, go on.
Oh,
I was gonna say,
insist.
did you see that there's a new Angry Video Game Nerd game coming out? Like, it just got announced today.
6 blue souls we need to collect. No, I did not hear about that.
It's called, I think it's called the Angry Video Game Nerd 8-Bit, which I don't know how that's different from the other Angry Video Game Nerd thing. But
Well, that one was more 16-bit, so they're being more specific. Jeez Louise.
So that one is actually coming out on reproduction NES carts.
We are not.
But it's also coming to, like, actual systems that people would play video games on and not stuff for weirdos.
This is a brutal mission.
Looks
this one
like
we're
it.
doing here. We are closing in on the end of the game, though, so...
Yes, 25 missions. We're on mission 19.
I think I figured out how to deal with the dudes in the turrets.
Well, I will say, I don't think we're going to run long tonight because it's very far away from 10 o'clock in the evening. So.
Yeah, we bought ourselves a little more time.
We have no time for cat and mouse games.
We have no time for cat and mouse games. Now wait 10 seconds in real time. We'll put a timer on the screen so you can count it down. Okay, turret first.
You know, I guess the other difference with that Angry Video Game Nerd thing is that he announced it on his channel, so it's not a fan game like the other one was.
I mean, he did officially
like
endorse that game at a certain point, didn't he?
More or less, I think. But it started, at the very least, it started as a fan project and not his stamp of approval on the thing.
Okay, I think I know the strategy here. I just need to stand at the door.
Anyway, all this to say, we need to make a game ourselves too. We just need to keep copying what everyone else does.
That's true. It's worked great for us so far. All the things we've copied, all the formats we've stolen for this show. I mean, our original ideas that we have so frequently.
Yeah.
I don't know. I feel like we do a fair bit to try and set ourselves apart from other streamers, from other people in our lane. Yeah, no one's ever thought to eat snacks on stream before, so...
Well, have they ever done it with a bespoke graphic package?
That I don't think they have. I think that's truly our unique touch. And it is the linchpin of the show! God damn!
What, as opposed to the gameplay?
Why would you say that? Why would you say that then and there? What would
I don't know, I was just thinking out loud.
Wouldn't it be great if this emulator had a rewind? That's the next step here. Oh. Okay, so green digital keycard for that door. Whew. That worked out pretty well. Okay. Bust that open. Steal back our ally's soul. Bait it.
Alright. By the way, I don't think we've addressed the red souls that are coming out of those.
Yeah, those hurt you.
Orcs, yeah.
You know what? I'm sick of redoing this section, so...
And now, what about the blue soul?
The blue souls, we need to collect 6 of those. We're 2/3 of the way there.
Do those heal you? Because I didn't notice when you
I mean,
picked it
1/3 of the way there. No, they do not heal you. Those are just mission critical.
You gotta save those for later. You can't eat them right now.
Yeah, that's a treat for later. God, I'm dreading each and every one of these doors. You're gonna have to come and get me, fuckers. Perfectly executed. Oh! I was trying to get the fuck out of there again. I was trying to escape that room and bait him up the staircase, but no such luck. Okay, that's blue soul number 2.
Do we know, in context of the story, have I missed something that explained what the different color souls imply?
No, they've been pretty scant on those kinds of details.
What? Oh, like, okay, so you would normally think, like, oh, the red souls that hurt you must be evil souls that corrupt you, right? But all you've been shooting are, like, assassins and stuff. So it's not like you're taking the good souls.
Are you sure this is...
They all gathered by the door.
It would also be cool if there was, like, a hotkey to load your safe.
There might be, I just don't know it, because I don't use Zemu too often.
Whoa!
Wow. Wow indeed, game. Okay. I think there was a failure in my strategy initially. Oh. Try it like this. I think I have to use the slow motion. Much as it pains me.
Feel all the sound.
Well, I can die in slow motion, too. Brutal. Maybe this is my least favorite level. Who's to say?
I thought you were about to say game. Maybe this is my least favorite game, actually.
Yeah, maybe I hate this. No, I can never say that about Drake. Even in the most basic movements.
We have to find the answer by ourselves.
Well, say something nice.
Do you see that table flip? And all the individual items fell off of it? That's pretty sick, isn't it? Are you impressed?
I feel like you would better say something nice in you for this game that you're the president of the fan club of.
Give me a second. I'm in concentration mode right now. I'm definitely not stalling. I'm definitely just, And there we go. Do all these dudes just look like Drake, basically, more or less? Another positive for the game. There is at least an attempt at variety of objective here, right? You know, a lot of games of this era were definitely more straightforward. We're definitely just, the entire game is killing, but, you know, they're trying to introduce, like, you know, collecting elements, or, you know, traversal, puzzle solving the environment, platforming, which, you know, I'm not the biggest fan of platforming, but at least it is something. At least it is a hook. At least it is something that makes the game, like, multi-genre, in a sense. So I can see people who would be like, you know, what if my third-person shooter had some platforming action in it? I think it helps it, all of this helps to stand apart in the market. Did it do any favors to the game? No, absolutely not. Did anyone appreciate it in its time? No, certainly not. But, you know, I appreciate attempts. I appreciate ambition, effort. Here we go. Oh, Jesus. Okay. Track where those bullets are coming from. Turret up there. Position myself. Alright, now how far can he turn that gun? Not far enough. Oh! That guy decided he didn't actually want to come out the door. Did you see that?
Am I interrupting something? No, sorry.
You want to try it again, buddy? No, okay. That's fine. Ooh. God, these turret guys. They're not the brightest bulbs in the lot, but
You actually have to... Okay. Bulletproof, not you-proof.
Drake's sharp chin is enough to pierce that glass. Oh, green key guard.
You know what? This is callback to something from way earlier, when I asked when you shot that jetpack guy several levels ago if he like skeletonized. I realize now that's the soul.
Yes.
I saw the soul leaving. It was in front of the explosion.
You saw the soul leave his body, so to speak. Okay. I believe there's another one for us here. Now we're 2/3 of the way. I misspoke earlier when I meant to say 1/3. Now we're 2/3. And just because I don't even want to think about having to replay this level from the top, that seems like a Sisyphean torture. Let's go ahead and, Okay. Oh, elevator. Wasn't entirely clear what this was at first, what this room, what purpose it served. But now we know. You know, this game is a fair bit easier with the slow motion. I may have misspoke earlier when I said it wasn't particularly useful. It does let you fire off a lot of bullets very quickly, which is probably, important.
Mm-hmm.
Loath as I am to admit it.
Alright, just shoot the ceiling. Good. Shoot that wall. Okay, yep. Get your head stuck in the door.
I'm not trapped in here with them. They're trapped in here with me.
Maybe the guns have, like, way more recoil than Drake is anticipating. At all times.
Alright. Oh, that was so close. I had like 9 HP, which means that one more shot would have killed me. Oof.
Honestly, that red soul could have killed you. Oh, that's a long objective.
Long-ass stage. We gotta find the elevator that leads to the core of the morgue. Where could that be?
The heart of the morgue,
The heart. Sorry. Could this be it?
Is this the one you came through?
Probably.
I don't know.
It's the only elevator I've seen. Clark Mark IV asks, are you playing as a wacky, waving, inflatable arm man that got brought to life? They make for the best assassins. From what I hear, as I'm to understand it.
I think that was a Connect game.
The Wavy 2-Man Chronicles, yes.
Yeah.
Maybe it's this room. Or maybe not. Who's to say? Oh, I'm gonna die of fall damage, though. And imagine having to replay the entire level from from that moment. Instead, we only have to replay a little bit of the level, mercifully. With the power of emulation, you see. Going down.
Now, is there nothing else in this general direction that might be the elevator you need to get to? After you get these blue souls?
That's Good question. We'll have to be very observant.
Yeah. Yeah, before you start backtracking.
That's what it
What's
looks like
that?
to unleash the dragon, by the way.
Oh, okay.
If you have overfilled HP.
So I was thinking, like, what is that that's stuck to you now? Doing much better on health now. Never mind.
You see, that's the danger. If you use that, anything that it touches, intersects with, will be busted as if you shot it. And the red souls come from the morgue, the bodies here come from behind the doors, so to use that thing in these rooms is basically a death trap. Whew.
Okay, so...
Wait, hold on.
Not...
Gate there.
Oh!
We got it.
Of course.
A hop skip down the ramp. Here we are. Mission 20.
I'm down to Tang's level.
Soon the land of the dead will be at my fingertips, and every soul at my command, to make my armies infinite, so that I can rule the world!
That laugh doesn't match his voice actor.
Oh.
Not one bit. Disturb the opening of a permanent soul portal. Don't lose track of the artifact. The portal will open sooner if it is allowed to absorb souls. The spirit martial envoy will grow stronger with every soul he consumes. Good to know.
I feel like ruling the world is overrated.
It seems like a lot of responsibility. It seems like it's more trouble than it's worth.
Yeah, can you imagine the logistics of that?
And the mean things people would say about you? I mean, I couldn't deal with that kind of level of criticism.
So, like, at that point, you'd have to delegate so many parts of the world to so many different people. It's like, are you really even ruling it at that point?
Alright, so I think we want to intercept... Oh, cool, we can get all the guns in the game, I think. So we're shooting... here. I think this is Tang.
And you're trying to take the green souls before they reach the thingy, right?
Presumably.
Although the red souls, it seems like it's maybe not the best idea to take those. I don't know if the red souls harm it or if the red souls are just like, no, these are the ones you're not going to be able to intercept. Oh, no, they're coming for you. No, they're coming for him. Considering the stakes of what's happening right here, I don't know where the game goes from here, because there's another 5 missions after this one.
You'll be surprised where it goes. I killed Tang, by the way.
Yeah, now you have to kill the space bug.
Luckily, he's not much of a threat. In fact, can he even hurt us?
Yes, he can. When he absorbs the souls, is that like counting down to like a lose condition, or is he just healed?
Probably just healed. Who's to say? There we go.
Coming in for the hug.
Let's hug it out.
Huh? No. The artifact!
That's right. We go to hell. The spirit realms, I mean. Locate and destroy the soul gate seal to make your way further into the spirit realms. Make use of your acrobatic skills to make your way through the spirit realms. In other words, you got some platforming ahead of you. Now, is this where you expected the game to wind up?
Honestly, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, we are dealing with matters of like
tracks.
spiritualism and stuff, so I suppose it was only inevitable.
Okay. You don't have to hit the graphic. Stream stack update. I had a s'mores bar just now, a Quaker Oats one, and I've been holding on to this one for a while. It's been sitting in the cabinet in my kitchen, and oh god, it's awful because for some reason this tastes like I was eating like the wood that the inside of the cabinet is made of. Like it has absorbed all the ambient flavor of like the inside of the cabinet, which is really weird because it is wrapped.
I was gonna say Quaker's dabbling in that experiment where you see how much sawdust you can put into a food product before people start to notice.
But I don't know how it leached all that ambient flavor of sitting in a wooden cabinet when it's wrapped. Ugh. Yeah, I had to spit that out. It's disgusting.
Where to next? Float back up. Louise PSC in chat says we're in Zen. The Half-Life comparisons never ends.
Yeah.
I'd rather play this game than Half-Life.
Oh, no. Oh, this house looks like Psychonauts.
Ooh. Some abstract geometry going on here. There is an effort made.
I know that there are people who say that it is lazy to compare games to other games when trying to find like words to describe them, and if I wasn't so lazy, I'd think of a good comeback for that.
Oh, there we go. Delayed reaction on that. Yeah, we're at the point where I'm saving after every mission now. Good.
Good. I'm invincible.
Nothing can stop me now. Shoot the eyes and they'll close. Tunnel's so nice, we have to see it twice. I mean, it is a pretty sick tunnel. It does look cool.
If you stop for a sec and just like really appreciate the texture of the tunnel itself, right? Like you can see like the skulls and stuff too in some places.
You sure can. That's a horse skull right there.
Yeah.
Or a dinosaur. Who's to say?
It looks like a children's room wallpaper, but like a really cool kid's.
Yeah. Billy's a sick kid at school. He has a whole room made out of skeletons. Man, he has all the luck. He has such a cool mom.
Yeah. Like, when I was a kid, like, I was way into, like, astronomy and stuff, so my parents decorated my room with, like, a bunch of stars and things. Imagine if I was into skeletons as a kid. That would have been way cooler.
Poor man's wallpaper. They did mention something about destroying all the eyes. So I always do as I'm told.
Yeah, it said something about what happens when you shoot the eyes. I like that reclining position you took in that jump. Goodbye. Nothing can stop you now.
Oh, you are respawned.
What?
Press jump to start.
Well, that's the first time we've seen that message.
Oh, and the eyes are back.
The eyes are back, but your health is not. It looks like you don't have to destroy them.
Yeah, probably not.
Yeah, maybe that's just saying, like, hey, the tentacles will stop if you destroy the eyes.
Oof. Oh, jeez, Louise.
Yeah, Louise in chat. What are you doing to help us out here?
They had nothing to say this time. They our spirit guides or whatever.
They're just over this.
Look, we've already said our piece like a dozen times over.
Okay, so that that dragon is out for a set length of time when you activate it, right?
Yeah, not just the tick
Okay.
down on health.
All right, because then it would have been useless. That's what I was thinking earlier. It's like, yeah, you really just don't have time to use that thing.
Slightly clunky having to platform off of through those bones there, but I assume you're a master at this point, that you've mastered the controls of this game well enough to do that without issue.
You were respawned.
Oh, they put us up here.
Oh, nice. Is it like a checkpointing you when you hit those
Perhaps.
things?
And I just realized you can shoot those.
Ah, that does help.
By the way, if you see me pausing intermittently, just like not moving, that's me muting the microphone to sneeze.
Gotcha.
I know it's a little late to be mentioning that, but the fans, the viewers at home, were entitled to know. Well, why would I get on that platform? I can just make this jump, right?
Ooh, got it.
Slow-moving projectile there, slower than I thought. Oh, this is perilous! Come on, there we go. I think I'm gonna need to use slow motion again.
Yep.
Nope, this is just a trap.
Uh-oh. Come on, there. You're still gonna die in one hit, but... Alright, we'll see you, platform.
Can I make that jump? You know what?
Is this where you want to save 12? Okay.
I mean, worst case scenario, I restart the level again, right?
Yeah. Ah, you made the jump.
Ugh, brutal. The game's getting mean again. This part's fine. Called my shot. Where's this spawn?
Alright, where are you?
Ah, the game could have been meaner.
Actually, is it going to respawn any of the enemies? No. I was going to say, it could give you another chance to heal up, but... Not even going to bother shooting at the eyes.
I got my eye on the prize. Do a flip.
Yes.
Oh wait, mission complete! We did it! I've saved that game, absolutely. You're telling... Yeah, if I can get away with it, I can get away with it.
So you successfully failed.
Oh, cutscene's nuts. We have to see it twice. Oh, man. To believe in ghosts. Well, I'm after this game. Absolutely.
I feel like if Drake hasn't believed in ghosts up till now, there's no helping him.
Tunnel's so nice we have to see it thrice. It's...
Yes.
I am Drake the Assassin.
Wow.
Ruh-oh.
Let's take care of this real quick. There we go.
Good thing these otherworldly demons and ghosts are still susceptible to bullets.
I mean, you're also, like, a spectral kind of being at this point, too, so, like...
I suppose so. Maybe I'm imparting that quality onto my bullets. Who's to say? I'm avoiding conflict where I can. I'm going back to my pacifist roots. No!
Oh.
Well, let's see where the checkpoint is. Oh, cool. Put me right next to a thing that does damage to me as soon as I spawn. This is tricky because it's such a narrow platform. Okay. A lot of sound effects happening. I'll tell you that much for free.
I mean, the game's almost over. They gotta get as much use out of them as they can.
Yeah. All the sound effects, all at once. Here it is. It's the guy that we saw way back earlier in the game.
Mission complete?
Not quite.
No.
I think
the issue you had was you were right on top of him.
Perhaps. And as we established, that's not the ideal strategy. That's not the way you're meant to play. Why do we fall, Master Drake? So we can get back up. I gotta try to conserve as much of my health as possible during this hallway. If the game will let me.
I think it did spawn something behind you, eventually.
Oh, we do actually have other guns. I was wondering. Got everything except for the grenade. Oh, there's the grenade launcher.
Yeah.
So I guess you're wondering what all the guns of the game are. SMG, shotgun, revolver. I just want the revolvers. Shotgun, SMG, grenade launcher, this pistol, SMG. What order are these supposed to be in? It seems completely random. It's... Well, I'm keeping the revolvers. Well, one revolver and one pistol, I guess, because that's what the game decided.
Would the grenade be more effective? The grenade launcher be more effective against those eyes, you think?
Maybe, but it's also going to do hell of damage to us.
That's true. Oh, okay.
Oh, I got knocked back through the portal.
Didn't know that was an option.
Neither did I. The more you know. Wow. Okay. Let's see. Maybe there is some practicality to the grenade launcher. Oh! Wait, what launched me backwards? Oh my god, is there like recoil on the grenade launcher to where if you shoot it while you're in midair, it launches you backwards? Is that what they were going for?
That is okay. Grenades, not super helpful. It finally paid off. One of these days. Okay.
Fuck! And that's why we don't use the grenade launcher.
There you go.
Or is he just not listening?
I swear I'm listening, guys. I'm listening to the birds, I'm listening to you. I'm trying to take in as much as I can here. Okay. I am gonna try.
Yeah.
SMGs, maybe. Two different types. That way if one is better than the other, it's the best of both worlds. I feel like these aren't very effective. What was that?
Wow. I figured that onomatopoeia could actually use a sound attached to it.
Very good, thank you. All right. This is all right. The fall damage doesn't hurt us, at least. So I can use that life to break the bones to make my bread.
Clark Mark IV asking, is the shotgun any good?
No.
Synced.
But then again, none of the guns in this game are good. As indicated by the 1.5 magazines we have to dump. Anything? There we go. I'm gonna save state real soon, I think. I think I jumped too early. Those projectiles that they fire move a little too slow. No, 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 no!
Where to checkpoint you?
Ah!
Oh, right there. That's the good place for it.
Okay, how about here? Just in an overabundance of caution. Okay.
Sock Puppet Kingdom asks, hey, my hidden was on my keyboard. Did anything send? No, don't worry about it. Automat picked it up for hate speech. Real mean cat you got there.
Yeah. Yeah, I'd keep an eye on that one. Oh, is this thing that's spitting out souls? Can we use this to potentially recover if we wait here long enough, or am I just completely misreading? Ugh.
Goodbye.
These platforms stink. I cannot tell a lie.
I don't think they're depositing, or I don't think they're sending you souls. Oh, well, get in there.
Okay, top of the bone pile.
Okay, again, getting on him, not great.
I have to do it to spawn him. You think this is working?
In a certain sense. You're making a great ASMR video.
Ow. I wonder if this will protect me.
Kinda. Okay, well, it's not gonna protect you anymore.
Well, the problem is I'm out of slow motion
Yeah.
juice.
Oh, you're gonna destroy your own cover like that. Whoa, camera. Ah.
Okay.
Alright. Do you think you have a weapon that could do more damage to him?
Oh, absolutely.
During your
Anything
slow-
has to be able to
during-
do more damage than
Yeah,
these fucking things.
like,
I'm gonna go with revolvers.
Right. I was thinking like during your slow-mo period, if you have something that does more DPS.
See, that soul did just come out of there spontaneously.
Yeah. Maybe it only happens once.
Well, I'm gonna have to make do with what I got here.
Okay. I mean, well, okay. When you spawn back in, there was a soul right above where you were standing.
Yeah, I couldn't jump high enough for it, though. It was already too high up in the air. Yeah, I would have... If I were at Idle Effects, I would have simply chose not to make this whole level a platforming section.
Yeah, like, the end of the game platforming section is never a good part of a video game. Clark asks, how do you get more... Clark asks how you get more slow motion potion. I think from getting souls.
Yeah, which unfortunately there's no souls to collect here. So,
bad timing on that.
Oh, wait. Souls!
Oh, where'd that one come from?
From that portal. Alright.
Oh, that's a hole.
Come on, spawn another one.
I think even if you're waiting on something to happen, you should probably still be blasting them while you're running around. Oh, there's one.
Yep. Let me at it. Let me at it.
Why did the other one get so close to you before? Whoa. Whoa.
Interesting.
All right. Feel like this is potentially exploitable. Some way that I'm not aware of yet.
What if I hold down the Motivate Soul button so when it's produced, it gravitates towards me?
Possibly. It also seems like he can't hit you from up here. This might be the spot to shoot him.
Well, I need the slow motion juice first, because that's the only thing that makes the bullets do damage. Come on.
I mean, the more you let yourself fall down, like, the more likely he is to hit you.
Let me look at something real quick. Let's double check the controls here. Unleash Dragon. Motivate Soul Pull. Okay, yep. Just making sure I'm holding down the right button. Anything I can do here to motivate the soul to come out.
I think while you're up there, you could literally just turn in place and then shoot him. Or not even turn in place. Your arms will take care of it.
Nope, he hit me.
Okay, no, he can still hit you.
I think it's the fact that I'm turned away from him. I think it's the fact that I'm not looking at him. Maybe. Oh, wait, no.
Yeah, if you're high up enough, he won't hit you, I think. Yeah, now, I think you're in the danger zone now.
Oof.
There we go.
So much for the tooltip. The tooltip lied. Liggity lied to us, because we were still doing damage without the slow motion juice.
So the last scare's on me, Ghost. Boo. Let the artifact lead the way. I've avenged the death of your body, Master. Now, the time has come to save your soul.
Were you under the impression you had to be in slow-mo?
That's what the tooltip said, that the boss only takes damage when you're in slow motion or frozen time.
I didn't believe it for a second.
Now, this level is fucking goofy. Pay close attention to the hints. Fly by equipping the artifact. Shoot to gain altitude. Don't fly too low.
Alright. Yeah.
Well, that's just a bad start to the level. That's just mean. But we're gonna get to a point where we are playing the level as intended, where we are doing some that you have not practiced to this point in the game. They're introducing some new mechanics at the last minute here. First, let's take care of these guys, though, just so we can have some breathing room. Okay. We got soul pieces to collect. Have you figured out what's happening here yet? Oh, well, that
fall
didn't
damage.
work. This is supposed to be like a flying section.
Yeah.
Except it's not working for some reason. I was shooting like the tooltip said.
So what are you actually supposed to do?
I have no idea. This usually just works. Fly by... Oh, you know what? I'm stupid. I'm dumb. You know what they mean by equip?
As a weapon? That's what I assumed, yeah.
There we go.
Shoot that.
How could I be so silly?
Well, now it's a Pilot Wings game.
It's Flappy Drake. Alright, that's 3. Come on, Master. Slow down, Master. Don't you want to be resurrected? Oh. Oh, that's it! I thought it was 6 pieces, but apparently it was just 5.
Nope. Now you must find the exit.
Going up?
I think it's at the very bottom.
Probably. Just because I can't climb any higher than this.
Yeah. Because I did see a green marker down there.
Perfect.
There we go. Hey, final level coming up.
Yeah. They said we wouldn't make it.
You dare to enter uninvited! Who are you?
I'm Drake, the Undying Dragon.
The Chosen One! Destroy the Envoy before the Undying Dragon is unleashed!
I said, I am the dragon.
Sick. Alright, you ready for the final boss fight? Destroy the bones that cover the walls to reveal the weak spots of the Spirit Lord Supreme. Get right on that. You mean these bones?
Yeah, those look like bones to me. Stop him! He's doing some wacky shit!
Oh, by the way, when I stand there, they can't attack me. Otherwise, they do a lot of damage. It's very good that you can do it this way, because otherwise you'd be in, like, some real trouble with this boss fight. Luckily, we also have all the time in the world.
I was about to say, you're shooting out the stuff that is letting you stand there, unfortunately.
Just one last look at the boss we're supposed to be fighting. Oh!
Oh! Alright, it's time to stop tempting fate.
Oh. If only there was some sort of feedback in this game. Like maybe health bars for the bosses.
No, don't look at him, that makes him angry.
Oh.
Oh. Alright.
I think what actually you're supposed to do, if I recall correctly here, is you blast that, and then you have to shoot the dragons. You have to actually turn around and shoot the things. I think the light that shines through is what activates the weak points on the bosses. On, like, the Hydra here. So let's try that. I don't know how good, how much is like a thorough job in the eyes of the game. That is a deep.
It looked like every now and then there's that green light. I don't know if that's like indicative of like, yeah, you're good.
Well, I'm hoping this is good enough because.
Yeah, it doesn't seem to be reacting to anything anymore. Like I saw some stuff that looked like. Ooh, they do hit hard.
Oh my god.
Oh, you almost hit a soul there.
Yeah, there's no controlling
enough,
that. Once
but...
they hit you, there is no controlling it. You are just getting, like, whipped around the room. You are just getting pinballed between every wall. I think we're gonna get this, though.
Absolutely.
Oh. Gotta get a little higher. If it'll let me. I think we're in a safe spot, for whatever it's worth. Oh, I don't want to shoot that, though. I'm standing on it. I just gotta hope that what I've shot here is enough. And then turn around. Oh. Ugh. Do me a favor, look up the guide for this just to make sure I know what I'm doing.
That's what I'm looking up right now. It actually says that the music changes to let you know that you're done shooting at the wall.
Okay. So there is a cue.
Yeah.
Ugh. I'm not even gonna make it to the wall this time.
Foothold got destroyed pretty early on.
I was hoping the SMG might... Oh!
Woo!
I escaped from hell.
Thought he was to become one with the undying dragon.
That'll happen in this game on occasion. You know, it's just one of those things you have to sort of take with the, You take the busted with the good. Christ. Already down to 7 HP. Promising. Yeah, you're basically at their mercy at the beginning of the level. It's like, do they want to let you get to the other side of the room? If not...
Okay, so... The guide actually recommends using the machine gun or submachine gun on the bones.
That didn't seem to work. It seemed like it did way less damage than the pistols, and ultimately was not breaking the bones at all. Yep, this is one of those runs where they decided I wasn't going to make it to the other side of the room. I won't lie. This is a little frustrating. This boss fight, a little tedious.
It also suggests if you can get the soul at the start to
unleash the dragon,
activate your dragon mode, then you can destroy that bone wall like all at once. Big if. Okay, do not go into them. That is...
I passed through. It only cost me 60 HP.
Yes.
I did hear a soul spawn at some point. Ow. But there's also red souls coming, so you can't just hold down the magnetized souls button, because it'll also send damage your way. Fuck!
I think it's basically just like right at the start.
Is it our destiny to fail?
I'm in hell. In the game, in the context of the game. Otherwise, I'm having a great time right now. Okay. Is there a way to get that goddamn soul when it comes out? No, because if you... Ugh. Go back to what kind of works. Abandon all other strategies and advice. Just listen for that music cue and pray for me, Sharky. I got hit with something there. I think I have to forfeit the platform I'm standing on. Come on. Let me hear that music change.
I think I did hear the music start to... Never mind.
The power of the...
I'm looking at this guide. I'm not a guide. I'm looking at this video. The machine guns do seem to shred the bones.
I'll try it again for whatever it's worth. When I tried it, because I did try it, it seemed completely ineffectual.
Wait, yes, that one. Yes, that one. Yes, that one. The one in your right hand, you should also be using in your left hand. Because there is a difference.
Okay.
The music changed.
You think they're vulnerable?
Yeah.
Souls!
Okay, and this is the weapon that the video I'm looking up, this guy's using this weapon on the bosses too.
Sweet! Super effective.
I mean, you're doing better with that.
Won't save him or us.
Oh, camera's stuck. Oh, there we go. Caught up at the last second. Cool.
Yeah, okay, you just don't get an attempt this time.
Yep.
Alright, if you want to switch to a different weapon on that boss itself, fine, but like, it seems like those dual machine guns are the best thing for the bones.
I'm just gonna sit here in the corner and think about what I've done. Fuck. Let me switch to the goddamn gun, because there's no consistent, like, weapon switching. It's whatever random order they decide to put the fucking guns in.
Looking forward to the end of the stream where you have to somehow bring this around to, yeah, I like this game.
I mean, just it's a rotten last boss fight. I mean, there's no denying that. This fucking sucks.
I think you had the music change, by the way.
I can't hear it over the sound of the gunfire,
okay,
so you're gonna have to tell me.
Stop. Can you pause here? Options. Music volume, just turn that up. Or, okay, turn sound effect volume down a tad.
Anball Gang redeemed to say something nice, and Video Game King said specifically about this boss fight. They certainly make you work for it.
I like when phases of a boss fight have different songs attached to them.
Listen closely. Cool. What's supposed to be safe isn't this time around. I mean, I guess it's not supposed to be safe. I guess they didn't design it to be safe. It's kind of an exploit that it's safe in the first... Fuck. Nothing to it but to do it.
Now, if you want to change to a different weapon there, that's, I understand.
I mean, they seem fucking worthless.
Again, looks good on the bones, but...
I suppose I could switch to the grenade launcher. For that, right?
Yes, baby.
Wait, hold on. I have a really stupid idea that probably isn't gonna work.
No.
I was hoping that would at least let me, like, fly up somewhere. I could, like, hover in the air and shoot at this.
I had a hunch they were not going to let you double dip into that gameplay mechanic.
Then why even leave it in our inventory?
Yeah, good question. Alright, there you go. That's enough.
Okay. I'm buying myself time by continuing to run to the wall and hoping that it's... Okay. Whatever. Okay, maybe not the grenade launcher.
Yeah, I was thinking that. I was gonna let you try it, but...
Chance to prove yourself.
On the bright side, I can't hear them taunting me anymore. I can't hear whatever their advice is because we turned the sound effect volume so low.
Are we really missing much at this point with the sound effects being down kind of low? Like, the sound effects are pew, 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 pew.
This runs a no-go.
Yeah.
I wish I could switch to my SMGs on this screen and then have them load into the level so I can just minimize one less step. One less bit of business I have to do. Fuck. Fuck! Dude, this sucks. I'd say.
Hey, while you're standing up here, hold down a track soul button.
Okay. They're gonna shoot a red soul at me and it's gonna kill me.
Okay, you're good to go, by the way. Alright, it decided it doesn't really want to spawn that many souls. Oh no, you're getting never mind. I think their swipe killed you. Alright, put me in coach.
You wanna try this?
Sure, why not?
Okay.
Give you a slight respite.
I do need it. I do need it badly. Input.
Okay.
Perhaps the student will become the master. Ugh.
I played the start of the game and I'll do the final boss.
How you liking those SMGs?
No, that was working for the what you call it, for the bones. I was having trouble getting up onto the thing like you were doing. try that again. They just love doing that. Huh? Wait.
If you can navigate in this space somehow.
Fuck, if I can... No. Wait a minute. I had an idea. Fuck.
Good idea.
Damn it. Oh yeah, you can't even change weapons here, even if you wanted to. What if I kill them? Like, prevent the cycle
ending.
of rebirth.
Yeah.
I don't know how you get past those guys in the first place. Like, I don't say... I feel like if I were to... I feel like if I were to get past that initial volley, I'd be able to. Yeah, you're gonna need to put a controller back in.
Did I not? I said DualSense controller. Here it is.
Hit start.
I'm hitting start. Don't tell me I broke it at the last possible second. If it did, we have the hard save, so we're good.
Yes.
But how does this happen? How do we fuck this up? You press start.
No. I think this is a software issue with the game. Like, we unplugged the controller at a certain point where it's just like, I don't know what to do.
Wonderful.
So, good. Okay, good. We're continuing the bug testing of this game.
Yeah, we're picking up where QA left off.
Slime Jenner asked, didn't this happen with PPSS PP2? I think this is a different problem. I think this might be the game. And not the tool we're using. Okay, there. Okay, you know how to get through this section.
I mean, I don't. It's pure luck.
I mean, you have a better success rate than me. Alright, you're good.
I gotta be absolutely certain.
You finally made
It's also
it,
buying me precious
friends.
time.
Alright, thank you for the raid, Dr. Butler.
Also, I need to get on top of one of these bones. I gotta get a platform here. This is the safest spot in the room, so if there's anything I can do to, like, platform on top of this...
I don't think this is gonna turn out for you.
Then it's just dumping in slow motion.
If you can get that health without getting hit first, somehow, then you could activate Dragon Time. And walking through them is going to hurt you. Oh, wait. Yes, hit it.
Come on.
Oh.
We're doing sixth shit. We're doing cool flips.
I think you took out one of them. Yes, you did. You took out one of them. Jeez. They got two of them.
No, just one.
No, never mind. Just one.
And there's a red soul chasing me, too. And I'm stuck on that wall. Come on, dragons, don't fail me now. I will pledge my life to the undying dragon. Just let me have this. No!
That was our best attempt yet.
Once again, he returns.
I am a streamer defeated right now. But here at the Bad Game Hall of Fame, we fucking finish what we start.
All right, that shadow was a little while was coming, but I was tensing up watching this happen.
I can't finish it.
there's.
Prove you're worthy of your fate.
We still got about 2.5 hours before, you know.
I can't wait to do the YouTube chapters for this. And this boss fight is going to be a full hour long.
Be like Yaiba Ninja Gaiden Z all over again. That one was on me. That was my boss fight to beat.
And this is mine. I am the master of Drake of the 99 Dragon, so I have to do this.
This is a present from me to you.
One noob. Thank you. Thank you for the one bit. God damn it! Ugh. The music changed. That was good. So that's, you know.
Yes.
Do not disappoint us this time.
What are we doing wrong? I mean, what's the right way to do this? What is the way that is not the way the developers intended, right? What did they think a player was going to do here? I would love to know what idle effects thought a player was going to do in this room. Beyond just try to find ways to break this.
The thing I'm noticing in this video I'm watching is that the guy just doesn't get hit. Okay, never mind. He just got hit. He was standing in a certain place and the boss was not able to hit him as he was shooting at them. But then the boss was like, oh, I know where you are now.
Cool, I'd love to know what spot that is. Even
No,
if
it
it's only
doesn't actually
temporary.
work, is what I'm saying.
Yourself.
It was like right in front of like the
bone
Supreme portal thing. Like he was kind of tucked into a little corner there, but yeah, then he got hit twice in a row. All right, I should look through this thing. Bless.
I don't have time to block my sneezes anymore.
I'm looking at his successful attempt now. See what he does. It really is just running around the arena. That's all. That's all he's doing. He runs on the walls like when the thing rears up to attack him, and he's using the dual machine guns.
Does it sound like the music's changed?
Oh, the music's been changed.
Aim down, Drake. Do you think these are hitting?
Maybe a couple of them. I mean, the other way you can tell when it's ready is that red glow starts coming out of it. I'm pretty sure that's the other sign.
Oh my god, I think it's working.
You got one.
Oh, come on. One time. I'm using my one time on this.
I think it's the other one.
Oh, but hear the bones breaking underneath me. It's only a matter of time.
No, I think you're shooting the bones in the other wall, because they all make noise like that. You know what? It counts. Whatever works, works. This counts.
Well, the problem is that it's not counting my shots right now. This thing is...
No, it is. It is just taking a very, very long time. Listen, don't fuck with what works. You kill 2 of them this way, you're gonna kill the 3rd one this way.
But what about avenging the Master?
Let's just say I'm done believing in ghosts. Master, I return to you your soul.
Drake, you've shown skill and presence on a level even I was unable to reach.
Have a cookie.
Our honor is restored. You have proven yourself to our gods.
So I guess this is the end?
Hardly. It has just begun.
No, it hadn't. It did not just begin.
Dance party. Dance party.
You can move around. You are free to do as you please during this.
Thank you for bringing me back to life. I am stuck in hell, though, right now, I guess, but,
It's tranquil here. The birds, they sing. Speaking of singing... Whew. I could sing with joy right now. Oh, my lord. Well, that is the unfortunate capper on what is... I still believe to be, despite everything, despite that last level, despite some of the worst levels in this, what I still believe to be at least a partially underrated game. I know it's very hard to defend a game like that, but I'm going to try. Look. You gotta applaud the ambition, right? You gotta applaud the fact that they saw legs on Drake. That they really wanted this to take off, and they put their best foot forward. Family and friends for your support and understanding, by the way, the special thanks. Look, some of you may not understand what we were trying to do here, but Cassidy, this character named Cassidy, will understand that we were inspired by Hong Kong action movies. That they were inspired by Hong Kong action movies, I should say. They wanted to replicate the feeling of dumping magazines, of throwing guns to the side, throwing caution to the side. There's Andrew, by the way. Thanks, Andrew, again, for letting us interview you. Of just slowing down time, of being in an action movie. And to enable that sort of play, you have to let players be flexible with the movement, let them have some amount of freedom with running across walls, doing all sorts of matrixy shit. And that's a hard thing to capture. For as janky as it looks, as you're doing your wall running and flips and shit, does it really look that much better than the likes of The Specialists? You know, which granted, that was a mod produced by a team of enthusiasts, whereas this is ostensibly a AAA product. So, you know, maybe not the finest point of comparison there, but point of comparison still stands, is that when you have this flexibility, when you have the freedom that you have here, when you have the ability to move in the ways that you can move in this game, it's not always going to look completely smooth. It's very hard to capture this level of freedom of movement and have it not look like jank. And granted, it doesn't feel great either. But again, I contest that a patient person could master this. Now, the linear level structure, the inability to just go back into load game or like to have some sort of mission select, this game would have benefited from something like time trials on missions, I think. Would have definitely benefited from an expanded campaign, maybe not in terms of levels, but in terms of, you know, taking these 25, 26 levels that exist and giving you more to do with them. Like, don't get me wrong, for as much as I enjoy and appreciate this game, it is flawed. I wouldn't pretend that this game is perfect. There is a lot I could and would do to change this, to expand playability, to fix some of the more broken elements, to give you more scenarios that are akin to action movies, the Hong Kong action movies, to play with. It has a few of them, but could stand to do at least a few more before it delves into the mysticism angle and sends you into hell to do hell of platforming, before it sends you to Zen, as people mentioned before. I feel like it could have benefited from, you know, ultimately a bit more time in the oven, a bit more money spent on it, but that wasn't the position they were in. That wasn't where Majesco was. Even though they had ambitions and ideas for this game to be one of their tentpole releases for the year 2003, they still didn't allocate enough to it. I think the team at Idle Effects, for as much as Andrew Botto talks about how they weren't listening to any of the feedback they were giving during the QA process, I have to imagine they were under the gun. I have to imagine that they would have loved to have made the best game possible, because a developer, when you set out to make a game, you're always intending to make the best game possible, unless you're some sort of sadist, right? And you can tell the passion that went into this. You can tell how cool they thought Drake was. You can tell that they love this world that they built. All of that effort shines through the darkness that this game lives inside of. It shines through for what most people will probably consider to be an absolutely impenetrable shell surrounding this game. The hurdle of overcoming the controls, of the PC version being unequivocally busted in terms of the inability to save and load and to have to beat the game in a single sitting, or the hurdles you have on the Xbox version, where aiming is a suggestion, where the auto-aim, as much as it makes a lot of the fights easier, there are ones where it absolutely makes it harder, like not being able to hit targeted things, having to always be orienting the camera in such a way as to hit stuff. Between the two versions, I'd probably still stick with the PC version. If you could get saving working in that, it would absolutely unequivocally be the ideal way to play this game. But even still, in this iteration, through all the trials and tribulations we encountered tonight, I still had fun, right? At the end of the day, isn't that the most important thing, is that I mostly enjoyed my time with this? I enjoyed most of the first 3 hours.
I would say at the end of the day, you most definitely didn't have fun, but
just during that last part. I mean, how many great games have shitty, miserable levels?
I know.
Like, Ocarina of Time's a classic, right? Or so people tell me, but everyone always talks about that water temple being absolutely insufferable. Here we go.
My thoughts.
Yeah, you go ahead. I said mostly my piece, I think.
Yeah, and I don't have too much to say because you're the one who played it. But I think that this is a very cool-looking game. It is a janky game. Hey, it's Jankuary. It's a very janky but cool game. I think its major failing, though, is that it has some really weird difficulty spikes. And not, even permanent difficulty spikes. The difficulty doesn't seem to be on a curve. It just, goes up and down pretty frequently. And that last section does look kind of insufferable to play.
Yeah, a little bit.
I think it's a really cool game that's kind of held down by its own difficulty.
Most certainly.
And difficulty that doesn't seem intentional 100% of the time.
I think, again, the line I've come back to, and I know there are speedruns for this game. I'm not oblivious to the fact that someone has attempted to speedrun this game, but I think it's, 38 minutes or something? I think someone posted a time earlier in the chat as to what the current speedrun time is. But this seems like a game that you could probably beat each of the levels in under a minute, get it down to 25, maybe even less than that. Who's to say? There's probably ways to completely bust this game open and make the difficulty completely trivial. 33 minutes, says Video Game King. And who's to say? I haven't watched that speedrun in a minute, so maybe they do just make a mockery of the difficulty for the most part. Maybe it is everything I hoped it would be. But I assume there's only 1 or 2 people on that speedrun board, and I wish there were more. I wish more people would give this game a shot. I know that it's sort of counterintuitive to play through the entirety of a game and then say to people, hey, you should play this, especially when the last 40 minutes or so were pure torture, when they know that's due at the end of the thing. But I still say, and I'm going to close out of the game here and cut to our epilogue screen. I forgot I picked this image out. I don't think this is official Drake art here. This might be...
No, I don't remember this.
Fuck, what was I saying? I completely threw myself off with my own graphic.
Something about the end of the show, maybe?
Yeah, probably. We'll just go to that. Let me sum up my thoughts on Drake. Just put in a tidy bow that I do encourage people to give this game a shot, at the very least. If you are someone who has heard the legends of how bad this game is, those perceptions definitely overshadow it. It's one of those cases where I think, yeah, I can see people giving this game a 1 out of 5 or 2 out of 5, but the amount of vitriol it got, how hyperbolic some of the criticisms against this game are. Is this one of the worst games of all time? No. I think it's pretty fucking far from that, considering some of the other games I've played in my time that some of these reviewers should have ostensibly played. You can see how big rigs would come along and immediately usurp it and dethrone it and make people forget about this. And the fact that people were so ready to embrace big rigs as a true worst game of 2003 and forget about this one even existing goes to show this isn't in the same league as the big rigs, that there are qualities to this. This is at least a functional product, for the most part, that you can ostensibly derive some enjoyment from, that functions like a game, that gives you control over a character, and lets you do some admittedly cool action movie shit. And that's gotta count for something. That's gotta count for at least a couple of points. That's gotta count for at least 0.6 points on GameSpot scale. I don't know, personally I give it like a 2 or 3 out of 5, depending on the day, depending on my mood, depending on how gracious I'm willing to be to it. And that's good enough to make me the president of the Drake of the 99 Dragons fan club, I think. It's certainly a couple points higher than anyone else I've seen in my time has been willing to rate it. But those cutscenes, I think those are the real treats. I think those cutscenes are absolutely worth watching, rewatching, isolating, watching Drake of the 99 Dragons, the movie, as YouTube cuts have surely called this the all cutscenes run. But shit, I'm hoping that folk enjoyed watching it, watching us play it, watching us bang our heads against it, as the case may be. I hope you folk at home have come away from this with at least a little more appreciation for Drake and the 99 Dragons that entail. We want to thank you for tuning in. We want to thank folk who rated, who I imagine were mostly coming as part of Jankuary. I want to thank Zofar for putting Jankuary together and giving us a spot here to showcase this wonderful game. I want to say that if you enjoyed the show, if you liked what you saw, you could maybe consider pledging to us on Patreon, subscribing here on Twitch, or becoming a member over on YouTube. Doing any or all of the above will grant you access on our Discord server to a Patreon Saints channel wherein you can vote in polls and make suggestions and help steer the direction of the show. Of course, the Discord is open to everyone at discord.gg/bghof. So any interested parties, if you want to join our little community of connoisseurs, please consider hitting that link up. If you can't financially support us, by the way, we completely understand. Just consider maybe sharing our suggested viewing playlist over on YouTube. There we have 20 hand-picked episodes of the show that we think make for good onboarding. Or hey, maybe this is your first episode that you've watched and you want to watch more. You want to get a better feel for the show. That's where we absolutely suggest pointing you to. We suggest our suggested viewing playlist for any prospective viewers and perhaps fans, potential connoisseurs in the making. Or maybe you know the only other Drake of the 99 Dragons enthusiast in the world. Perhaps you can put me in touch with them by sending them this video. I'd appreciate it if that's the case. I'd appreciate it if there's anyone else out there that you can put us in touch with.
If you know Wayne Radio TV.
That's true.
I don't even know where he came down on this game afterwards.
I'll have to double check that. But that'll do it, I think, for the post-show promo. I think I covered all the bases there, right?
I think so.
Which leaves us to send a raid someone's way.
Also, just real quick, we have a podcast, podcast.badgamehallofame.com.
Oh, yes.
We should have a new episode coming very soon, right?
Yes, very soon. It's recorded. It is just pending edit at the moment. Trying to see who is streaming as part of Jankuary at the moment. I would like to know what these games are. I'm not familiar with some of them here. As I'm looking at the Jankuary.com index showing the multiple people streaming right now, showing everyone who is streaming with the Jankuary tag. So, you know what? I'm going to go with Shade, who is currently playing Jungle no Uja Tarchan, Sekemanyu Daikakaito no Maki, which I think is like Amagon-esque, if memory serves. I've seen it. I couldn't tell you all the details of it. pleased to watch them, pleased to see them play it. I'm sure they are a domain expert on that particular game and are providing quite the informative stream, I would hope, on it. So we will send folk that away shortly. For the Bad Game Hall of Fame, I have been Cassidy, they of the 99 Dragons.
I have been the invincible Charky. Nothing can stop me now.
Thank you, everyone, for tuning in. Thank you for joining us. Thank you for giving Drake a chance, for opening your heart to Drake in the 99 Dragons. Bye!
Good night, everybody.